We gonna bring it back. We gonna do a part 2. We about to go like 3 hours. Don't I tell you. So look. Wait, hold on. So let me get these questions. No, we really pie. This is really pie.
Episode 44?
Yeah,
44.
44.
Episode.
We're making history.
Not many people know this. I'm a father. So.
Yeah, I know that shit. You're not trying to hide the kid from your world.
Oh, no.
Money well spent, I move just fine. So much work for y'all. Elect me to be the dope man serving y'all. You can spend your last $5, it's worth it, y'all. Cause
so I had my ex at the time. Like this
so much work for y'all. I know this economic work for y'all, but I got so much work for y'all. I'm setting up shop and knocking my competition smooth out of the box. So the word can't be removed out of the block, and y'all cut like to be removed out of the drop.
Hey, let's get it. You already know what time it is. We on For the Throat podcast. Again, I'm your host, MC Thrillz. And Trey just stepped out, aka, what's the aka?
T1.
Shout out to T1. But we still here with, is it Mayzella House? Is that your real name?
That is.
That is a dope ass real name.
Thank you.
You should just kept that.
But a lot of people get pronounced it. You'd be surprised. I get Mycella, Martyzella, Marzella, Godzilla. I get so many names.
Godzilla. But I said it right.
You said it right.
Hey, let me get it right.
You said it right.
And we're here with Dee, AK. You got an AK?
Yeah, Live at 5, Mr. Live.
Oh yeah, Mr. Live.
Live, not at 5.
You already know.
Check out that diss track, Live, not at 5.
This track, what this track?
Her and her ex-boyfriend.
You diss him?
No. So we
get to the T.
We like to prank each other. We love to prank. I haven't got pranked yet. So the first prank we did was on Travis. He was missing. He missed a couple episodes.
She put out the government.
So he missed a couple episodes.
She said he gone now, Travis.
So we pranked him, but pretend like we're gonna replace him on the show live.
Well, how y'all do it? Email.
So this is fairly new.
Talk about this. This is funny.
Because remember we was doing virtual.
So this is when we first started doing it in person.
Right.
He had missed a couple episodes because of his training or whatever. So we had one of our friends that we both know do a dish video against him. Like, man, what you guys podcasting?
Oh, shout out to Brett.
But Travis sucks. Yeah, Travis sucks. Travis can't, talking about how he sucks on the podcast. So we played the video right after our intro. So he thought it was part of the intro. He didn't realize at first. And then we had another friend of ours come over and say, "Get up, you replaced by me."
Oh, he was there?
Yeah.
He was there. So we over here eating food, and he's like,
y'all see
and y'all know he be fighting.
what's going on? He's like, yeah, get up. We replace you. And his wife is on the live talking about, don't be messing with my man like that. My husband, like.
Did she know about the joke or no?
No, she didn't know about it.
You got everybody.
So it was a joke.
Yeah.
So then we decided to prank him.
Wait, did he know it was a joke at the time? Or
no, at the time he did it, but then we finally told him it was a joke.
Yeah, we finally.
Was he ready to fight homeboy or no?
So
he got up. He got up because he was like, man, what the hell?
He's like, what's going on?
And
He got up.
He
got up and
he was like, man, that was. He thought he really thought we was gonna replace him.
Yeah, he really thought we was gonna replace him. And then I pranked him because I know he likes to freestyle. So I had my ex at the time write a diss track against him.
Oh,
Not
diss
Live
track?
at 5. Well, like
this is crazy.
I played it again right after the intro.
Is crazy.
I played it after the intro, and he's over here jamming to it. He's like, man, this beat's dope. Then he started listening to the lyrics. He's like, wait a minute.
You wasn't paying attention at first?
At first. And he's like, wait a minute, this is about me?
You still got that song?
Yes.
No, it was because it was an intro we were playing, and then he was like, yeah, Mr. Not Live at 5, and I was like, shit.
But what made it worse is our guest for that show was sitting right next to him. The guy who dissed it was right next to him.
And he was sitting there like, and then he told her, he was like, man, are you sure he ain't gonna like want to box or nothing like that? I was like, nah, man.
How did you feel at the time?
It was funny.
So you knew.
At first when I was listening to it, I was like, Mr. Not Live at 5, and then everybody started laughing. I said, oh, so they turned it up. You caught it. We started listening to it, and I was
It's on my Instagram page. I'll send it to you.
It was funny.
And he made it comical. The guy wasn't serious with it. He made it. He changed the voices up, so he made it comical.
He was like, she made me do it.
So how long y'all actually been podcasting together?
Together?
About the
3
same
years?
time you started, about
3 years? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, because y'all did say COVID. Like,
COVID pandemic.
I think COVID birthed a lot of podcasts.
It definitely did. That was the best time to start.
I wasn't even going to let this podcast go. I wasn't going to pick it up because I do a lot already. I'm like, I don't need another podcast on my plate.
See, from an outsider looking in, y'all look good as a collective. Like, I fuck with y'all and the way y'all were in sync. Y'all boom, boom, boom. And like I said earlier, it's no dry hair. Y'all was on it. No, that's dope. That's dope. And as like
Travis is sending a text, be like, "Hey, we gotta wrap it up."
No, see, he's the type to say what's on his mind, but Travis will say it on his face.
No,
like sometimes. So there was a time and point we wanted to, interview politicians. We wanted for
shit. When you touch the political level, it's a different story. Breakfast Club doing that shit.
Different. So we interviewed politicians.
Don't do it.
Y'all did it. Y'all did it.
We did.
Oh shit.
They're boring.
Talk to me. What happened?
We interviewed.
They're boring. Very boring.
Oh, they're boring. That's fine.
It's a contest.
Because they gotta be politics.
They do. Yeah, they gotta talk about each other.
They talking shit about the other podcast.
And we over here engaging in it, and his face is just like. We like, hey, I'm over here sending them texts, fix your face. Fix your face.
Did y'all try to like ask some off the wall questions about the other politicians?
No, we did. Like, so
we did.
We try to. So even just on regular podcasts, we try to talk about stuff that typically people would shy away from. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't try to talk about well, at least we don't give out a politically correct. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when we interviewed them, we were trying to ask them questions that they probably wouldn't get asked at a press conference or something like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So one of the politicians, his son had recently got into some trouble and got locked up. So he asked about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he answered it.
He didn't shy away from it.
So yeah, it was dope, man. We asked him all kinds of questions.
Some of them felt some kind of way because we kind of made a post. We was like, well, after we got done with the politics,
we didn't do a politics of us.
Yeah, we made some kind of post like now.
They messaged you?
No. We said something about now. Let's get back to the fun stuff. So one of them was like, oh, so you think we're boring?
Did they message you?
One of them texted us like during the podcast. We was interviewing another politician and they was texting us talking trash about that politician. Like they lying. They asked him about blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, like, it was crazy.
Wait, did y'all use that for marketing or not?
Nah,
we should have, but nah.
We just said we're not gonna do politicians no more because that's a whole different,
it's a gray area,
messy kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I would say if your podcast is
I'm just trying to put that out there so people know because a lot of people don't know who's running for what.
Right.
So just doing that.
We just trying to do that.
So this was for the city of San Antonio.
Yeah.
I got you.
Really, it was for the east side. Really.
They were running for what? District 2.
District 2.
District 2. That's what they were.
So I knew.
She said that's all they was. Why you said? Yo, give me your face. Oh, that's all they was.
No, it wasn't nothing.
They gonna get mad at that.
I know, right?
That's all they was.
Exactly.
That was Miss Zayla.
East side. I hear right.
Hey, I'm not an East Side representative. That's in Northeast all day.
So when it comes to y'all podcast, like how do y'all like go about creating your content? So like for me, example, I'm like when I say for the thrill, I'll maybe have 2 or 3 questions I want to ask, but other than that, I just freestyle. Like it's just basically off the dome. And because I know y'all stated earlier that you supposed to have specific topics, blah blah. But me, I have topics, but they're already in my head. It's like when you rap, like when you talk about freestyle, real freestyle. That's how I am. If I want to talk about it, it's gonna come up during the conversation. If it ain't, I'm gonna go off the fly. And that's what I was telling him earlier, because he was like, "What questions I'm gonna ask?" And I'm like, "Bro, whatever you want." Like,
so we typically have topics ready.
Yeah, we try to have at least 3 or 4, and then if we have a guest, we always ask them, is there anything you want to talk about?
That makes sense because it's 3 of y'all talking about stuff. Y'all not interview, well y'all do, but when y'all interview people, is it the same thing?
Yeah.
It's
so
more like if you come on,
it depends on what you want. So like if you promoting
something, we go based off the interviewer.
Yeah, so if you promoting something in the beginning, we'll ask you what are you promoting, and then we go into the topics. We let them know it's not going to be a straight like Breakfast Club interview, like what you been up to stuff. We letting you know we do topics.
Right.
So it's a podcast. We start off with 2 or 3 topics that we want to talk about, but sometimes we don't get to all the topics. Sometimes we do.
Sometimes
we based on the conversation. We're not because some podcasts are like that where they strict to the topics. We don't do that. We don't set time.
That's how it goes.
But it's something that we sometimes we don't get it, and we'll just
venture off to
the next week we'll just add those 2 topics to whatever else we gonna talk about.
See, the thing with me is like I feel like when I look online when I first was doing podcast, it's like you gotta have a niche, you gotta have a niche, you gotta have a niche. And me personally, I'm like, honestly, I feel like that's an old cliche because at the end of the day, as human beings, we're fascinated?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we could do multiple things, like DJ, photographer, art. You could be these multiple people, and you could be yourself. We're all humans, especially in this day and age with social media. So you could do more than what you could have did back then. So I always thought I could throw that out the window. So when I met for the Thrillz, like I could talk about whatever I want. Like I said, I was with my aunt at the beginning of the podcast. Then she got off and started Zoom interviewing people. What I was saying earlier about family, I was actually for example, I had a podcast with my uncle, and we were talking about my other uncle that passed away. That was memorable for us.
Right. Yeah.
As far as
it'll last.
Keeping it. So I was like, yo, this is more than a podcast. This is something different, and this is because some people just want to interview certain people. Yeah. I'll interview family members just to create that moment, create that memory.
Right. Yeah.
So basically, just to say what I wanted to say is how do y'all go like on a day-to-day creating y'all content and getting guests or even when y'all just on just three of y'all, like how does that look? How does that day look?
Shit, most of the time so we made an agreement. If two of us disagree on a guest, that guest's not coming on.
Oh, okay.
So you know what I'm saying? Before we ask somebody to come on,
lies.
I she do.
I did that one time. I did it once.
It's a lot of truth to some.
I did it once.
Especially Travis.
Happen again.
Travis got right on her ass. Hey, Blue.
Who the fuck? He's like, what the fuck said that he can come on?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Because I called him by a different name.
Yeah.
So they didn't know
his government name, and we was like.
So what was
he?
Like, right, cool. He didn't know who he was.
No, we knew.
We knew
the
guy,
name.
Oh. Okay.
So the thing was is prior to that we
had made some comments.
He made some offsetting comments
about your podcast.
About podcasting
in general. So
right.
if y'all
don't
know,
our event.
So if y'all don't know, we do live podcasting events, which we're gonna start that back up soon, so you can be a guest and come out. It's
definitely.
And he had came to me on live podcasting again. So he was talking about how he doesn't like it because everyone try to overtalk each other, and that's what happens when you have more than.
I haven't seen that tonight though. It's no. I'm saying it's multiple. It was 5 of us. Yeah. We're not talking over each other. That's how I know y'all were. See, with me, I feel like you start. I don't know from y'all, but y'all probably see the same thing. Every podcast I learn off of, and I get better. Yes. And it's not just in just the equipment, the editing, but it's me, my body language. I look at how I talk, how the people talk, and I improve on it. I'm like, yo, and even when in my day-to-day conversations, that helps in that. So I'm like talking to people, and the questions get different. Like when I'm talking to someone, I'm like, yo, I don't usually talk to like on a daily basis. But like I said, I'm 44 episodes in, so I'm like, damn, I'm really growing as a person. Do y'all feel the same way?
You're supposed to, and that's the beauty of having when you interview. So I think first I think whoever's trying to start a podcast, your name is your identity at the beginning. Make sure your name doesn't put you in a box. If you make a sports podcast, we don't want to hear about your relationship advice. Right. We want to hear about sports. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. If you're doing a niche, stick to the niche. But if you're not doing a niche,
name something that's an umbrella. So ours is where you asked. You know what I'm saying? So that's
if you ask us a question, you're like our opinions, like
no matter what it is. And that's dope that y'all say that because that makes it arbitrary.
I like that.
Right. So no matter what you ask us, what you ask. Right. If you don't like the answer, you ask us.
And that's the same way when I'm. It's for the thrill. Like
exactly.
Right. Like and that would be a niche in itself because. It's
but you got an umbrella.
You
can go wherever you want to go.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That brings me to my next question. So, how do y'all handle it if y'all do ever have this problem? I don't feel like y'all do. How all three of y'all vibe together? I don't feel like y'all
disagreements?
No, confrontation. When y'all have some type of confrontation, how do y'all manage from that?
With themselves or other people?
No, yourselves.
Oh, we ain't had one.
No?
No, we just have like little disagreements.
Okay.
But like we've had.
We're trying to think if we ever had one.
I think the only one we really had was when
I bought the guest on. That's it.
But
you did a joke.
No, it was just that we didn't know who he was, and we had already had talked about this person. And we was like, we don't want to do podcast. We don't want to do nothing with him and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
But
did he pay for the podcast?
No, we brought him on.
No, we had brought him on. Why did we?
But it turned out to be a dope podcast.
Okay.
So we never actually, me and Travis never actually sat down and talked to him.
Got
Luke knows him more. So when we actually sat down and talked to him, we learned a lot of stuff about him.
His thing was that he liked the fact that, you know, like you said, during the pandemic, everybody in my want to do podcasts.
Right.
He liked the fact that he feels like some people should not do podcasts.
Right.
Everyone is not cut out to do a podcast. and he used to record my podcast and other people's podcasts, and he saw how serious a lot of people are not. One girl hit him up, said, I want to start a podcast. She showed up, she paid for her slot, and he's like, so what's your podcast gonna be about? She's like, I don't know. So what do you want to talk about? I don't know.
Wow.
So he didn't like that fact. So that's why he had a stigma against podcasts in general.
Yeah.
It wasn't like.
But it wasn't towards y'all.
No, it wasn't towards
specifically.
us.
Okay, got it.
He didn't like. He just made comments.
What
about
I think what made it. Dojo Dev. It was Dojo Dev.
I'm not sure who that is.
Dojo Dev.
What is he? Another podcaster?
He's a DJ.
No, he's a DJ.
Oh, he's a DJ.
Oh,
He
yeah.
used to do podcasts. Him and Donnie used to do a podcast called Dojo Life, but then they kind of stopped it when the pandemic hit. But
Right.
yeah.
So he was the one. So we already had kind of like a bad taste in our mouth.
Yeah.
And then he made a comment about game night too as well.
Yeah, we have game nights too. So he did.
About y'all game night?
Yeah, so he was
I don't know. This
Yeah.
sound look.
I know.
Dojo Dev was coming at y'all. I understand.
But he's like, so when you talk to him,
He likes stuff very organized, but you gotta realize when you have.
It's how he speaks.
It's different when you have this, like, right now there's 2 podcasters.
Right.
When you have like 10, 15 podcasts together, of course you might get people over talking to each other.
Right.
Even though it's organized.
Yeah.
I never saw a
You
podcast
can
with that
eat
many
it.
people. That's a lot of people. 10.
so we did.
That's what we do with our live podcasts.
Yeah,
Oh, y'all do with like 10 people? Oh shit.
So we have us.
When you were talking about the audience.
Yeah,
And then
so
we have
many
like 3 or 4. Well,
3 or 4 guest
about
podcasters
guest
that bring their own
podcasts.
topics. And you know when the topic is good and it gets heated, of course
Right,
you talk about your
right.
debate.
Yeah,
I feel like so and so is better. No, so and so is better. Right. Debate.
But it should be like that.
Yeah, but you
That's
look
what
at
we-
it as
that's the whole-
unorganized. So
that's
that's
the
what
whole
his
point
take on
of
it
the
and stuff like
podcast
that.
is to network.
Right.
So we're cross branding for each other.
As you
Your
should.
audience is seeing what we talk about. My audience, your
But we
audience.
videotape it. We don't do it live,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
we videotape it. We do recap videos, so it's
Right.
up on our YouTube page.
So
you can see.
what I usually do, like, so I recently started going live just because certain artists was like, yeah, I want to go live. But at first I wasn't going live at all. So, but it was certain artists that came and like Black Mexico, he wanted to go live. I said, but he
Level
asked,
likes to go
yeah,
live,
he's like, can I go live? I said, yeah, that's cool. So I went live, and then, but what I noticed that I didn't notice before because I didn't go live, is when I started going live, I got more interactions and more people viewing my channel.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm like, damn, maybe I should do
It's
that in
pros
the
and
future.
cons.
Yeah, it's pros and cons. But I don't really go for clickbait, blah blah blah. Like it's certain things when you promo, I do that. But if someone comes on, like we really get into y'all know, you get into genuine conversation where someone could talk something bad about a person.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had that where I had I'm not gonna say his name, but he said something about his business partner. And when he said that about his business partner, he completely forgot he was recording.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, look, you said this, because when I'm in the editing, I'm like, do you want this? I took it off. So I'm not gonna go out there and be like, I'm not gonna flag TV and put everything in this bitch. But
we're gonna focus on that.
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about some shit. But I'm not gonna try to put you on blast just for some clicks. That's not what I'm gonna do.
When we normally record, we go live. But when we do the live podcasting event, because it's like kind of long, we kind of just pre-record that and let people know, hey, you have to come out.
But live brings more viewers.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's pros and cons.
What's your pros and cons in your
we've done
personal
both.
opinion?
We've done both already. We've done pre-recorded and we've done live.
Okay.
So really, with the pre-recorded, I think our listeners, as far as like the
Spotify
stuff,
iTunes, kind of went up a little bit.
right?
Because when people see it live, they're not gonna really want to look at it.
And they might be doing something at the time.
Yeah.
That's why. When you when I drive trucks, I'm looking at podcasts. Most of those podcasts is pre-recorded.
Right.
So now you can just go back and double take and watch them. You know, so that's a pro. The con I would say is we had a lot of issues with our Wi-Fi and signal and stuff. So sometimes we'll drop it. Right. You know.
And I like that interaction with people when people.
The interaction is
I love
awesome.
that.
But I think it's a way to incorporate both.
I did hear, like, so I was listening to Spotify's and I noticed that. So, like, when it comes to that, because I know you say you hit the camera, so you don't ever use a separate camera when you're recording. You just go off that live stream.
Yeah, we have a
the webcam.
A webcam.
And we have so we have webcam.
Then y'all go on multiple platforms off that one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's
YouTube,
one thing. That's one part about rebranding that we want to do. So we try to do better audio, better video. So that's why we took a break so we can up our game. So we see what we lacking in, and we see what we can do better. And that's why we do watch, like you said, you watch podcasts to get better.
Yeah, no,
and not just the mainstream podcasts. A lot of these local podcasts make us better. If this mic and talk make us better. Us coming here, me seeing your setup is making us better. The first thing I said, what did I say? Look at his 2 camera setup. And then when you about the third one out, I was like,
so y'all making us better. You know what's dope about this camera? So you see these cameras might look better. That one matches those. Like it has the same quality.
See, that's what.
You should know.
You have to check it out because we have to see whenever we do. Because I got a camera. I got a Nikon, but I also have a GoPro.
Okay.
2 different. I can't use both.
Yeah, right.
If I use my GoPro, it's a totally different look. It even if I shoot in 1080p, it's sharp. It's like real sharp.
Right.
Yeah.
If I shoot it with my camera, you get a 1080p, I can might bump it down to 720 if I want to. But it's a more crisp.
We have a lot of the
foundation,
founding stuff. So like we have the mixer, he has his mic, he has his lights. So we have a lot of the founding stuff. It's just getting the small stuff together when we do our rebranding. And we also talked about we do want to do the pre-recorded again instead of going live because we're live.
So are y'all gonna just go pre-recorded or are you gonna go both? Or
we think just pre-recorded one because
I got you. That's
time because when you go live, you say you go live at 8. And
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not. So you go exactly at 5 on time?
No.
That's why she went.
You said around 5. You said around 5.
So you should change the name to live around 5.
No. So when we go live on our podcast, we always tell people, hey, we're gonna be live at 8. But sometimes we don't go live exactly at 8. So that's another reason why when you go live, people.
But then you have your fans. You have people that tune in, like Ben the Monster. And
Chris,
my cousin Chris and all.
Your cousin, all
like
that.
if we don't start at 8, it's like 8:05. They're like, hey, what's up? Y'all ain't got
your live or your at.
Yeah,
well, see, that's why I have
that time to pre-record it. You don't have to worry about committing to a time.
You can record any day you want.
Exactly. That's why I do it like this because when I did the lines, I'm like, damn. Because I'll be like, damn, I want to do this, but with my job, if I'm on overtime, I'm gonna take my overtime. Exactly. I want to make that extra money. I want to do that. So I'm like, I don't want to like cancel the podcast. And one thing with me, like I kept hitting you up, like. At the beginning of the week, I'm like, we still good for 7:30. And then today, I'm like, we still good for 7:30. I want to make sure that we're gonna be on point. But when it comes to the live, if you schedule it and people there,
like if we would have did live and it was 7:30, we got here late.
Right.
And
like
then
Thursdays,
with his schedule
Thursdays
too, with him training, his schedule changes. So at 1 minute we were doing live on Tuesdays because it fit his schedule. Then his schedule changed, so then we started doing Wednesdays.
Gotcha.
So if you do pre-recorded, we can work around his schedule.
Right.
As long as we drop it on.
With them being married with kids, that's different for me. Where I can just get up and go.
Yeah, right.
So even when I pulled up, my wife was like, where you at? I'm like, podcast. How long? I'm like, I don't know about.
They don't have those problems.
About like hours, so.
They ain't got that.
But so I cooked and stuff before I left.
Okay, you handled the business.
Yeah. I got a lot of good intake off of this because like, you know what I'm saying, I don't seem like this type of person, but in a way I'm kind of an entrepreneur. Like I got my own little side hustle off of like bingo. Like I do Facebook bingo, you know what I'm saying? So
if you like bingo, June 4th, I'll be at Upstage Comedy Lounge in the Mix, and it's bingo and brunch. Bingo, food, drinks, come out. $10, you get 3 tickets. June 4th?
June 4th.
You get 3 tickets for $10 and you get a chance to win up to $200. I'm trying to win some money.
Hey, that's this weekend.
Yeah,
this weekend is Sunday.
First. Y'all probably won't hear this for like 2 weeks from now. So
right. I know. I didn't think about that.
That's the pros and cons for live though.
Yeah.
Like, you know, live.
For you like bingo, so come on.
Yeah. No, like
for you.
Because
sorry, I missed.
Honestly, I get y'all's perspective on that because like I be telling I got like 200 some members in my Facebook group. You know what I'm saying? I'm like where the fun begins, WTFB family. That's my group. You know what I'm saying? But like literally, I'll be like, hey, I'm gonna go live at this point, and then you know what I'm saying, oh, my job over here got me, you know, stuck. So I'm like, all of a sudden I get off, I'm like, hey, I'm about to go live. Now even people like be inboxing me like, hey, when you going live? When you going? And these are strangers. Me and mine, these are strangers.
So how do you play bingo? I always wonder how does that work? How do you do bingo live? How does that work?
So bingo live, there's this thing called bingo.es, right? And that's like it's a bingo app, whatever, right? It basically the horse races you see like an actual bingo hall is exactly what's on your phone.
Oh, they use that same app?
Yeah, Android or iPhone. And that's what I use. Like, long as you get them 5 balls light up, you know what I'm saying, you won. You know what I'm saying, you won. And depending what game I post, as far as what amount is next to it, is what you win. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I post, like, right now, I used to post big games, but I don't do that no more because I slowed down. And when I slowed down, that's just like if I were to slow down in my rapping. Yeah, like, you know, like, as far as, like, rap artists, if they slow down in their music, ain't nobody open eye with it no more. No, ain't nobody open eye with it. So, I slowed down in bingo, so that 200 day I was making, I'm not making no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm making like $50 to $80 a day, and that's just because I post $5 games, $6 games, $7 games, $8 games.
But shit, that's still good. Like
it is.
Because all right, so when it comes
some people work jobs, man.
Yeah, and make that much of that.
Yeah.
So like for example, like when it comes to income, it's about multiple streams of income. If you want to be rich, you want to be that person. So like, and that's me personally. Like that's why I do so much shit because I get little gigs here and there. Photography, video, podcast. I'm making money from these different streams. It adds up at the end of the year, at the end of the month.
I got 3 right now.
So don't cut yourself short. Like don't sell yourself short.
Because you brought that point up, I got 3 right now. I got my side hustle with bingo on Facebook, and I got, I work for Walmart full time, and I got my part time job, which is I'm trying to become an insurance broker. Right now, I'm in training, doing training classes.
Congrats.
And that's usually like a $500 to $700 you gotta spend to even be in that. When I met this, my friend that we used to work at Walmart together years back, she over here was like, hey, this is how it works. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go check it out. Man, they whole presentation just blew me. I'm like, yo, this could be me. I don't want to work this 9 to 5 anymore. I want to be an owner. I want to be in my own place. You know what I'm saying? Like, not worry about these hours. Like, I'm worried about my customers.
That's why I got him to notary.
Yeah.
I told him about that.
Yeah.
Oh, you was on it first, and then okay.
Well, I had my notary already.
But he wasn't doing nothing with it. Yeah. So he can make a lot of money doing notary.
Yeah.
People always.
So me personally, I work for a bank. So that's something we got to do in the bank.
Notaries, yeah. But a lot of artists need notaries and stuff. So sometimes I send her to
some of them don't have bank accounts. You don't realize you can get down at your bank. If you ain't got a bank account,
and then I was actually supposed to be notarizing her something.
Notarizing? Oh yeah, you can't be your own notary.
He's slacking. He's slacking.
But my mom notarizes. She notarizes at a bill bond. So if I have any questions, I usually hit her up.
Okay.
Again, this is For the Thrill Podcast, episode 44. I go by MC Thrillz, host of the podcast, special co-host Fred, aka Papi Dinero. And then I got You Ask Podcast in the building.
Yes,
we got Mizella House, aka Baby Blue Diamonds. And we got Dee, aka Live at 5. Huh?
I said, you said my name right.
Hey, we in there, baby. I said it right. Y'all fucked up her name. Called her. What do you say? Say gorilla.
Mizella.
No. Godzilla. They called her Godzilla. Who called you Godzilla? That's crazy.
It was high school.
Oh, high school.
And then sometimes they say Mizella.
No, that's I was telling her that's a dope name. That should have been hard to say.
They say that. Or they say.
House is like dope.
What was the dude's name? You said you couldn't date because his name.
Oh, so my mom's maiden name is Castle, but you spell it Cassel. I'm a House. My last name is House. And I used to date this guy named Shed. His last name was Shed.
No, that's hilarious.
So just imagine.
If you got married,
that's crazy. And sometimes my coworkers.
Is that why I didn't work out?
No, that's not why. Sometimes my coworkers.
I can't be with no sheds, homie.
Right. We a house.
It's funny because
you gonna get my last
name.
name.
My coworkers be like, House. And I don't hear them. They whisper my name, House. They be like, apartment. I'm like, what? I'm like, man, I answered to
apartment.
It. I'm mad. I answered to it.
That's crazy.
But the kids try that too. Miss Apartment, Miss this. I'm like,
that's crazy. So what's on the next list, on the next agenda for You Ask Podcast?
Of course, the revamping of our podcast. That's why we took a break. We're gonna come back bigger, better, harder. We're gonna
stronger.
We definitely gonna connect with more podcasts that support us, because that was our problem. We came in, well, not really a problem, but we came into the game really supporting a lot of podcasts, and we see we didn't get the same response back. Like, we support them, but they don't want to support us, and then a lot of podcasters are at that.
Well, over here For the Thrill, we support podcasts. Come holler at me, whatever y'all need. Talk to me. I'm not gonna give y'all that bullshit answer. Whatever cameras I got, I'll let y'all know.
Let us know. We love this.
We work together.
And then a lot of podcasters feel like they better than, they feel like they're better than some people. They feel like they're number one.
Fuck them.
I'm like, we have to
fuck them. Like, I don't give a fuck about
subscribers. We got the same amount of views. I'm like,
so like you said, I think that's a good point when you said earlier, we're number one podcast. That's how you should be about everything you do in your craft. As you, as an artist, as a fucking DJ, as a podcaster, you should be
any profession.
Yeah, you should say like, number one, and you should.
I feel like feeling that way and acting that certain way is two different things. Like we can feel like we're the number one podcast, but we're not gonna come up and be like, yeah, we feel like we're better than you. So if you want to collab with us, you gotta do this and this and this and be on this kind of high caliber.
Well, you see, it depends on people's perception. So like when you say I'm number one, I feel the same way. I'm number one.
Exactly.
Right? So, but other people might see like, oh, this guy trying to play me. No, that's not what it is.
No.
A lot of people's perception ain't the same.
Because
multiple. So for example, all right. So if you look at Michael Jordan, LeBron, in my eyes, they're both. You was about to say that? See, I read mine too. They're both number ones. like they're both like number ones of their caliber, of their generation. Wouldn't you say that? Yes. So when it comes to that, like. I think people just need to change their mindset. Because like even when it comes to artists, a lot of artists are big on that when it comes to like, oh fuck him, top 5, blah 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 blah.
Exactly. But they on the network.
Right. But it's all about personal opinion. My top 5 could be his different top 5, your different top 5. That shouldn't affect how you feel what I said, because at the end of the day, your top 5 is not what I'm gonna say.
Exactly.
That's you, your personal
people who tune into your podcast might not necessarily tune into ours. And right now with us collabing and doing this, your listeners gonna tune into us, and our listeners gonna tune into you guys.
Exactly. Like Joe Rogan,
but a lot of people don't want to network.
Joe Rogan, I watch multiple podcasts, so I think a lot of people think, oh, I just gotta be on them. No, at the end of the day, you could watch multiple things. Like I said earlier, we're multi-fascinated human beings.
And then, like you said earlier, some podcasts feel like there's a certain way to do podcasts, and they feel like their way is the best way, and no one else's way is better. If you don't do it this way, your podcast sucks. It's like, no, there's other ways you can do podcasts. You don't have to just strictly do it.
Have y'all had any personal experience with that type of shit? Like what other podcasters trying to come at y'all, or even if it was a subliminal?
Not really subliminals, but
we made
like a live podcasting event. That's the main reason why we kind of canceled it, because the whole purpose is to network with other podcasters, to get yourself out there, and to help people who want to start a podcast give you tips. Some podcasters felt like, oh, I didn't get chosen to be on the flyer this year, maybe I don't want to support, but you was chosen the first time we did it.
Oh, so basically you fuck with them the first time, and now you just want to get other people on.
Yeah, it's not like you don't fuck with
they know some type of way.
But there's other podcasts we trying to give everybody a chance to be seen.
This next event was like
all female.
Oh, I got you.
Because there's a lot of podcasts in San Antonio that a lot of people do not know about.
See, I'm just learning.
That's what we want.
We
want to put that out there.
Right.
Like people don't know about your podcast. People don't know about us.
Exactly.
We want to put you out there. And
so
and they felt some kind of way. Oh, you don't fuck with us because
right. So what I was talking to Fred earlier, I was saying this. Like usually when I have people on the podcast, right, a lot of people think small-minded. So for example, I have artists on here. It's like, yeah, I'm from San Antonio. You know what it is, blah blah. And then I'm like, no, wait. You don't, because I got Jersey people that don't know who you are. So So me as helping you helping me.
I can't stand those people with those bios. And I started off.
That's what I'm saying. Like you know what time it is, blah blah. But I'm saying like, but me as like, because I think outside the box. Yeah. I want everyone to eat, and I want it to be realistic. So I got Jersey fans that don't know who you are. So let's talk about them. Let's talk to them. Let them know who you are, because you're trying to grow your audience. So don't be like, oh, y'all know what?
I hated that when I first started U3. I used to tell artists, send me your bio. You know who it is, so and so.
But we don't. They know. The world is bigger than the city.
That's it.
I'm like, what I said earlier, I said the world is bigger than my city, your city, than all of our cities. Yeah. But some people take that.
I had an interview with AJ Stacks. I don't know if y'all know.
Oh yeah, I know AJ Stacks. Level 1, yes sir.
So I had an interview with him.
Shout out King Khalid.
I had an interview with him, and me and him was talking, and basically he was saying like, bro, it's hard to take advice about going somewhere from people that haven't been nowhere.
Facts. Like, you're right.
I'm doing shows and I'm traveling. I'm going to Arizona. I'm going to Miami. I'm going to here. I'm going here. So I can tell you about road life and getting a reception from people that's not from your city that don't know you. So your reaction is genuine because they don't know you from nowhere. Exactly. Versus in the city, they can just cheer for you, go for you because they just know that they fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? No, versus the artist that's here that's not going nowhere outside of San Antonio, yeah, you're just like the fish in the aquarium.
You're right. Like
that's your. You think that's
they in this little fish tank.
That's all you think.
And you like, oh, these people fuck with me, but you never stepped out of SA. You never even stepped out of Texas. Like, let alone San Antonio. You didn't step out the state or the city. So what makes you think everybody knows you? So, and my thing is, and I don't even try to play people when I say that. When I say it, I'm like you really got to think about it. Like, I'm really trying to educate you. Like, look, at the end of the day, these people, they ain't said they fuck with you, but look, you talking to a broader audience now. I don't care if it's another state or it's 2 other states. If it's just one other person, that's someone that don't know you. So talk to the people like they don't know you. Right. But I had people that like, oh yeah, they know, no, they don't know you. When you say, how would they say, all respectable, but they don't know you. Like, all respect, they don't know you. Yeah,
no disrespect.
No disrespect, they don't know you.
Like a whole different state can fuck with you, and then the other state ain't fucking with you. It's just how it is. It's really just life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but then a lot of people don't know how. So this is one of the reasons why we taking our step back as far as the marketing goes. A lot of people don't know how to market themselves, and instead of inquiring somebody, that pride and that ego is not letting them inquire on how to market themselves.
Right.
Yeah. Like for instance, if I'm a manager of a rapper or something like that, I'm like, all right, so we need to link up right now. We need to probably link up with Lambo them, cause they going crazy right now.
Yeah.
We need to at least link up with High Strong. He's doing making some moves right now.
Shout out High Strong. We gonna get him on in a future episode. We discuss that. He about to
also High Strong. Yes, sir.
Shout out to you probably need to link up with, like I just personally say Flu because I go a lot of places with him. Yeah. But he goes to these Rock Nation brunches.
Well, now that you talk, I'm gonna have to link with Flu.
Yeah.
You said that's your family, that's your cousin?
Nah, I didn't grow up with him, but that's my cousin KG, that's his best friend.
Got you.
But I went to school with him, then me and him really didn't get tight till about like 2014, 2015.
Right.
And he hit me up to shoot some music video.
Got you.
And then me and him.
What's the name of your video? Give him a shout.
Live Studios, man, on YouTube. Live Studios, man. All capitals. LIVEAT, the number 5 IBE Studios.
Let's get it.
You know what I'm saying? She mad because she haven't did an interview yet, but she has 3 trillion things to do with me.
Oh. Well, is that her own choice?
Yeah, see,
I respect that because look, with me, I've never been on nobody else's podcast. I've been invited, but it's crazy because I've never been on. Because usually when it happens, when they invite me, it's always like I said, I work, do shit like that. But when people come on my podcast, I'm always like, ain't know about it. But when I go on somebody else's podcast, I'm like, maybe you should interview somebody.
What up, Nikki Sweet?
No, we gonna have to bring you on. Once we get back, you gonna love it, man.
When you interview me, I have that problem. It's so weird talking about myself. And then also, because I'm so used to interviewing people, so as people interviewing me, I'll be like, so what about, I'm like, wait a minute, I can't interview you.
Yeah. You know what, that brings me to a question. That brings me to a good question. So, what do y'all consider yourselves to be, introvert or extrovert?
I'm extrovert. I'm always. My wife is an introvert, but she'll tell you, like, me and my daughter is the same. My daughter is not, she's like, what's up, what we doing? Yeah. Like, oh, it's a talent show? What's up, let's get it.
Extrovert?
You know,
I feel like I'm both. Like when I first
know what that's called? When you both?
Crazy ass.
No, see, I'll put you on game. So if y'all know, you look it up. When you're both, I consider myself to be an ambivert. An ambivert is when you can switch between introvert and extrovert.
Yeah. Oh, so it's like an ambidextrous, like.
Exactly.
When I first get around somebody, I'm keep to myself. I like to look, very
right.
And then once I get to know you, then I kind of open up.
So, no, I got you. So like, see, like
I
with me,
come to the party, like, what up?
You just turn up my phone. You might be bird,
I might be both too.
Yeah. Well, see, like with me, like I know, like for a fact, because there's some places that I go, and if I'm not feeling the vibe, I'm gonna just chill by myself. I'm not even gonna want to talk to people. But then there's times
where I'm the type to leave. Like we pull up somewhere, 2 seconds, and I'm like, it's time to go. He's like, we just got here. Give it a chance. I'm like,
but then I have my times when I turn up.
Give it a chance.
Like when I'm there, and like I'm the party, like we turning up, boom, boom, boom. Like a lot of people look at me like, yo, you do podcasts, how the fuck you is introvert? No.
You be surprised.
Okay,
I do a lot of interviews on U3, and sometimes I do not play it back. I'm like, I don't want to hear my voice.
You get cringy, right? Yeah. I'll be getting sometimes like I'm like a little cringy. Like
I'm gonna tell you, I'm the complete opposite. I will sit in the room.
So you're a full extrovert,
and we will watch my interviews.
And you with it, you like.
I study myself. I study my.
Well, see, that's what I do with myself.
I let my kids watch them too.
I still be like, yo, Like at the end of the day, like I said, like you said, you learn off it. But when I look at it, I'm like, I get cringy sometimes. Like, sometimes I'm like, damn, I should have said this better. Because at the end of the day, we're our biggest critics.
Right,
so
right,
with
right.
me, I'm like, damn, I could have said this or I could have said this. And then, but I noticed every podcast, if you go to the episode 1 to episode today 44, it's big difference. Big difference in the way I talk, my body language.
So that's great because now you realizing, like you said you learn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now not only are you learning, because it's a difference between learning and then implementing what you learn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can learn a lot of shit, but if you're not implementing it, then what?
It ain't no use.
You just wasted that knowledge. That's a waste of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So like I watch my videos back. I watch our podcast back.
As you should.
And my kids like watching the podcast. That's why I try my best
not to say something crazy.
Yeah, because my wife be wanting to watch, but then I be going, crazy. So I be having to let her know. But I always tell her like podcasting is that's a therapy session.
That's your outlet.
That brings me to my next question. So
I like how he says that. He goes like this. I bring back somebody's question.
No,
he said, right.
Hey, my transitions used to be wild when we first started.
This is first time co-host.
My transitions used to be
like little shit
wild.
like that. I peep like from when someone's new doing it, like you could tell the difference. Because when I was new, I did different shit, and now I'm like, all right. But once you get
that's what if this Mike can talk. We was on their podcast and
Hello,
they
Victoria Miller. Thank you for tuning in.
At the beginning of their podcast, they did it the way they did it, and then at the end, they basically gave us the reins to do our podcast. Yeah. So when we was going and we going through our topics, everything is like
a flow.
That goes into our next topic.
Right.
We talking about it just going. And then he's like, wait, hold on, is this is how y'all do it? It was like, yeah. It was like, man, this is nice. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's different from there.
Especially every time we do our intro,
super
people
organized.
really get surprised when we do our intro. They're like, y'all got an intro? Y'all in sync?
Yeah, we do it.
Now, see, that's a pretty. So like.
And I don't know how we started that, because we didn't even practice.
Y'all did that shit
I don't know how we started that.
Y'all go see the actual episode, they don't fly. Usually people do 2, 3, 4, 5 takes when I'm doing that part. Even people that go to the studio, they say, damn, I don't know why I feel like I'm rapping. Like artists be like, damn, I did this multiple times. And they say they did it before, but when they're pre-recorded, they say it's different. Like it's different. Yeah. But y'all had it, y'all was on point, and I love that. And I appreciate y'all coming on because having podcasts, y'all see a point of view of like the same shit that I see that some artists don't see or some other people don't see, just because like y'all said, y'all get it, and I respect that. What you gonna say?
So back to my question.
See, back to my question. Go ahead, dude.
No, Bruno.
Right now we pre-recorded, but it's for the Thrill podcast. Go subscribe.
THRILL.
He gonna drop this podcast in about a week or two, and then you can see the other ones. Go to the Instagram and everything. You can see all the other ones too.
All right. So back to my question. So, what wakes y'all up every morning?
Literally or
literally?
Physics.
Well, God wakes us up every morning.
But if so I think what he's trying to say is what pushes you forward and what makes you, what motivates you to wake you up. So I've been doing this shit for a minute, so that's what kind of like.
So this ties into the question that he asked Travis, basically, really.
Right.
So really, my whole motivation is to be that example for my kids.
Okay.
So right now, I feel like I'm doing a good job of that because my kids they're sold on the Live at 5. Like they're sold on it.
So
they want to be a part of it.
Oh shit, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? They want to do reaction videos.
You say you got 2 kids, right?
I got 3.
Oh, 3.
I got a set of twins, a boy and a girl.
Travis had 2.
Yeah, Travis had 2. I got
he's working on his third, that's why he left.
No. I was joking. He's not.
I got a set of twins.
They trying to give me to work on kids.
And then I got my little boy Ari, who chimes in on our
group chat.
Yeah,
right there.
Oh shit! Shout out to the. You got a boy and a girl.
I got 2 boys and a girl. I got a set of twins, is a boy and a girl, and then I got a little boy.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but they're in on it. So they want the do the reaction videos on my YouTube channel. I got like 2 videos we doing reaction videos. Try not to laugh. Yeah, I got a TikTok.
Oh yeah, he got over 1,000.
I know reaction videos. They do that on TikTok too.
Yeah, that's how I got my followers up.
Yeah, I just started getting on TikTok. I got about 3,000. I just started.
Damn, bro.
You got 3,000 on TikTok already?
Yeah, let me see. When I'm on TikTok, you'll like if I go live on TikTok, you probably see like 200 people.
When the heck did you first hold on?
How do you gotta get these followers? Cause I'm slacking. I don't post every day.
You gotta find.
I got 4 videos.
My bad too. 1,000.
See, I don't post every day.
Yeah.
I only got 4 videos. My first video, I literally quit HEB warehouse off the intercom.
Start doing little shit. Oh yeah, we can do it. Here, just add yourself. Add yourself. Hey, everybody's behind the scenes. We appreciate y'all tuning in. You already know for the Thrill Podcast. We got Fred, aka Papi Dinero.
What's good,
We got
John?
Ms. Zayla House, aka Baby Blue Diamonds. We got D in the building, Mr. Live at 5.
You can't even spell.
He said, come on, Mama Baby.
Yo, I don't even think he drank it. Oh wait, talking about drinking. Oh, let's not forget we got y'all know usually when I start the podcast we did shots. Me and Papi Dinero did shots, but due to peer pressure, we got Mr. Live at 5.
It's Ella.
Are these?
Mr. Live at 5.
I want to see how many.
He was in Cancun. He said he been drinking. What you say?
I've been drinking Don Julio though.
Wait.
Oh, that's a Don Julio.
Guess what we drinking to?
Life. Traveling.
Life traveling. Let's go.
Life and traveling. Okay.
My margarita's right there holding up my phone.
Okay.
He has 1,759. See, I ain't.
Oh yeah, so you on it too?
I'm not.
I be going live every night.
Yeah, once you get 1,000, you
I'm
go
only at
live.
500.
I be.
Go ahead.
Hey,
I'm trying to go live a little bit more.
If you want to go live on like, we could both go live and exchange followers. Yeah, we can do shit like that.
Yeah,
hey, if you schedule it, I'm open to it. Like throughout my week, I'm all about promoting, learning, educating each other. So if you want to do that, even we can set something up. We can set up you and 2 other podcasters. Go and just.
And be
talking. And something separate. Just fuck around. Just to promote. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, last question from me.
So last question. Yo, how you pronounce your questions is so funny.
Because I already asked T, so I gotta ask y'all. What do y'all see on the next 5 years?
5 years? Shit. 5 years, I see myself.
You better watch it. About, so you better answer that question.
On about 5 to 12 acres of land.
Okay.
We gonna have our house. We're gonna have our house on the land. We're gonna have the house on the land.
More kids or no?
We're gonna have. No, we ain't gonna. We passed that threshold.
No more kids.
Hey, darling.
We're gonna be on 5 to 12 acres of land. We're gonna have my sister-in-law gonna be there. She got businesses. My mom, nieces, nephews, and we're gonna have all our businesses on this land, operating on this land. And we're gonna have. So this is some game. We're gonna have some cattle on there.
Let's get it.
Just for the tax break. You don't know if you have cattle on your land, you get a tax break.
Yes,
also, we're gonna have
free game.
Also, we're gonna have a section of the land that's dedicated to a cemetery. Therefore, they can't repossess your land. You know, I learned that from Trump.
Shit.
I don't fuck with him as
backyard.
All that shit, but business-wise,
that's Texas. I thought all of y'all fuck with him.
No.
He said,
I ain't vote, man. I haven't voted since.
It wasn't even on Home Alone? Anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
Which one?
A small cameo.
The first
small little cameo.
He was like, apparently, see, they say he was a pedophile because of the Home Alone in general. But
I don't know.
Whole bunch
That's
of
I think Trump is he's different, but yeah, that's a whole different topic, man. Business wise, Trump, if you follow Trump's advice, you be good. Trump ain't gonna give you no bad business advice. So
you think he should come back?
Nah.
No, I don't think.
So you want to keep buying?
I think we need a break.
No, we need a trash fight.
You said we need a break. We need no president. No president.
Look, bro. We got
a couple of representatives.
I work for Walmart.
I just told me not to get political. We get political.
Look, y'all.
Hey, don't listen. Hey, I'm just saying.
Hey, this is for entertainment purposes only.
Hey,
president.
Back in 2016, I used to work for Walmart, right?
As the president.
Every day is school day. Chop and scoop. All day.
I said school. I
said fuck that.
No, school. Not every day. Like, I'll probably pick one day.
No, I thought you said school at first.
No, chop and scoop music all day, one day.
Learn every day, bitch.
Every day.
I'm gonna keep it very short, but back in 2016, I was at Walmart, and people were shopping like crazy, right? Skip forward, now Biden is our president.
2016 was Trump.
Yeah.
Presidency, right?
Yeah. But
you have to think about the pandemic too.
Biden is our president now, right? And one, there ain't no stimulus checks coming our way. 2, bro, every day I go to work, I've only been on my job for 4 months now. 4 months at Walmart again, but on a different location, right? In a way, I'm sorry, Converse and Walzum, 2 different platforms. Like Walzum is ghetto. Converse, I'm sorry, but Converse is it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody go to Converse. Plus, it's a more selection.
That's what we
exactly.
And you think
I
everybody...
prefer H-E-B, because they have the better...
Whatever. Anyway, we gonna talk about...
He said fucking Walmart.
I feel you. I used to fuck with H-E-B. I don't fuck with H-E-B no more. But that's because I quit they job. Anyway.
You biased. Nah, you biased.
Anyway, look.
He's grocery store assistant.
Look, that's what I was saying though. Biden's our president now, right?
Bro, we saw the end podcast. They just went a whole nother 30 minutes.
Every day.
That's how you know you got podcasters on. Keep talking.
Every day I go to my job, right? And I don't got, bro, it's dead every day.
These are still on.
Like, I'm talking about.
At the Walmart?
FM 78. Walmart.
That's what I go to.
FM 78 Walmart, bro. Ain't nobody shopping no more, bro. I'm over here like.
Well, you know why?
Amazon.
Because now you can just do it online.
True.
You don't have to go.
But at the same time, it's expensive.
It is, but you got.
Everybody's like, they prefer HEB.
People now got these stay-at-home jobs now. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
They doing Uber Eats and all this kind of stuff now, so they just, you know, it's kind of more convenient now.
Regardless, though,
it do be dead in there though.
Either way it goes, but either way it goes, food is expensive, and that's facts. Because I see people spending $400 a day. I'm talking about daily customers.
No, they do.
And then you got our gas prices. Man, our gas price is expensive too. When this girl randomly posted on Facebook saying 60 cents at Circle K off, I immediately run to that shit. I'm talking about like, bro,
you get a break every now and then.
So many lines in the gas station, bro. I'm lucky when I got there was only one person. I was behind that person, like I'm next.
You already know what it is, you dig what I'm saying? It's the one and only impeccable High Strong Man. Make sure y'all pay attention to episode 45 on my dog Thrillz podcast, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all streaming platforms, you dig?
Money well spent, I move just fine, trust me. So much.
Booty, that's the song.
Oh,
Rocking everywhere.
so 5 years. What else you must up? Like you said, hopefully married.
OnlyFans popular?
Hell no.
Wait. OnlyFans and
This is why I cut my live out, because my aunt joined my live and I knew you were gonna say some stuff. No.
So my wife don't follow me, so.
Oh shit. What's that mean?
She said
He's a go getter.
She said she don't like what I be posting.
I'll play.
She be getting cringed. It's cringe.
Look, hey, when I get on and Facebook say what's on your mind, that's
So
it.
am
Ain't that a Jacquees song?
Get it.
So hopefully married.
And you said OnlyFans too?
No, he said.
Shout out to David Martinez, real estate.
Yeah, real estate.
He said you
want
going to OnlyFans?
No,
Oh shit.
I tried to ask my wife to do OnlyFans.
But what happened?
We can make some money, man. We can wear masks.
Yo, it's a lot of chicks that make money just off their feet, bro.
Feet, what your feet look like?
Why you want about it?
Oh, I'm just saying we can make some money.
Damn. We can't make no money. I can make
I'm the
money.
manager.
Whoa.
Hey man, we need to change up the toe polish.
What just happened? I don't know what just happened.
I need you to put the acrylics on.
Hopefully I moved out of
Right.
Hopefully you moved out of San Antonio.
Why?
Yo, we ain't sync, my boy.
Why?
Jenks, you owe me a soda bottle.
I want a new set of scenery.
But where would you move?
Out of Texas.
I mean, you got
Shake y'all tapping in.
I don't know yet.
Think about the taxes. Think about the taxes.
I know.
You're gonna have to pay.
Hopefully moved out of Texas.
If I was you,
Where you want to move to?
I would say
I don't know
Colorado.
yet.
Move to Colorado.
No, yet, but it's somewhere new.
No, it's cold. You don't like.
No, I don't like the cold. And then graduated from college, so I'm in college right now for a teaching degree.
Oh
They
shit.
say I graduated in
That's what's up.
2027. I'm trying to speed it up.
Good luck.
Thank you. So I already working at school, so hopefully that'll be better.
That's what's up.
You know.
That's what's up. All right, so I do got some additional questions I do want to ask y'all.
Okay.
As podcasters, who do y'all want to interview personally? Like, it could be mainstream. Like, who do y'all would like love to interview? It could be separate, together, no matter.
The Breakfast Club staff. Only
You want
because
to interview Charlamagne?
Andy.
Okay.
Growing up, that's what I looked up to. You know, as part of U3, I always considered myself like the underground Breakfast Club. Like
Before we move forward with that question, how you feel about that Envy and Caesar situation where, like, did y'all hear about that?
Rick Ross?
No. So you know DJ, you know who Caesar is? So Caesar, the real estate guy.
Yeah.
So basically, they say that he's in a scam, and
the big dude, that Envy runner,
8 figures he stole from the people.
Oh,
I didn't hear about that. Oh, dang.
Shit. So how y'all? So which? All right. So basically, the situation. Let me put you on game. So how it's going down is they're obviously Envy's the star.
Even though he just said, what do y'all think?
So Envy. So basically, but Envy obviously you're gonna come at the person that's more celebrity, the face.
Yeah.
So they're coming at Envy. How do y'all feel about this situation? Do y'all think they should be coming at Caesar, or do you think at both?
If he's the one that's accused of doing the stealing,
yeah, that's who they should come after.
You can't come after
someone that had no.
If he's not the one stealing.
All right, so
I can see you guilty by association though.
Say okay, babe. So say y'all
did something.
Y'all on y'all podcast. You this. All right, let's do Trey since he's not here. Trey did some shit. Y'all on the podcast. Now, what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna defend them and y'all gonna take the stand, or what y'all gonna do?
Nah, if it's something, I'm gonna rock with T until
depends on what he did.
Until it's proven that he did what he did. I'm gonna rock.
Yeah, if it's proven, if we can prove that he didn't do it,
right, innocent to proven guilty.
Yeah, no, you know,
so
a lot of free little so and so, he just killed 2 people.
Oh yeah,
They're probably free now.
What? Yeah.
Right.
Who they killed? What? No,
exactly. So.
But yeah, that's
ooh. And how about?
I was just saying, I didn't hear that. That's crazy.
That's like new news. Like when y'all came on, y'all was talking about shit like about what happened. I'm like, damn, they on it. That's how I love podcasts because y'all be on some shit.
Oh no, we in that group. Our group message is crazy.
Our video chats is crazy.
Nah, video chat.
Almost every time we video chat, this one is pooping somewhere.
Nah,
he's on the toilet. And he'll call us. Like, you see his dreads he was literally calling him dreads in the face.
He's shitting literally.
He was dreads in the face. Pull his dreads back and be like,
that's like a relationship.
So he's like, so he on the toilet and then
FaceTime us like,
his son is in the tub.
So you said Breakfast Club. Who's your
mine? Our hands down would be Chameleon.
That's his favorite artist.
Brian Dirty.
Yeah, that's right. But I would interview him not on the music side, but on the tech side.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he was one of the first artists to venture into the tech realm, and then he put Slim Thug them on.
Gotcha. Oh, I didn't know he put Slim Thug
They wasn't on the internet.
Yeah, I didn't know He put Slim Thug on?
He put them onto the investment part of technology.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So Chameleon invested into a few things that he got paid out from. One of them was a Disney cruise ship.
Mm-hmm.
It got bought out.
Yeah.
Then another one was a startup tech company. It ended up getting bought out, and then another one it's a group a voice. It's an app that you can talk on or something like that. He invested in a startup. No, it's like Clubhouse, but it's smaller.
Gotcha.
He invested in that, and it was a startup company, and they got bought out. So he been getting money. But back in the 90s, early 2000s, he was already into the internet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Slim Thug them wasn't
on it.
A lot of them wasn't into it. So when he got on, he gave Slim Thug and Paul Wall them the game on it too. So they was able to get in there too. So Slim Thug was talking about that on the Breakfast Club. But yeah, it would be Chameleon now. It would be Chameleon now, or is it Dead or Alive?
It could be Dead or Alive. It can't be
Chameleon now or Dick Gregory.
Dick Gregory. Do you know what? Dick Gregory is like.
I would definitely interview Dick.
Yeah. Dick Gregory. Like I listened to his shit.
I watched all his shit up until he passed away.
Like you hear this shit, and that makes me believe in conspiracy.
Nah, bro.
You know what? That brings me to this question.
A lot of people don't know he was gonna be the president.
Yeah, was it? I didn't know that.
He ran for president back in 68, I want to say.
So this brings me to this.
And they fucked up his counting.
Give us that tea.
They fucked up the counting,
and
they recounted, and then he.
I know. So he was gonna win.
He was gonna win.
Oh shit!
He would have been president.
Yeah, I followed Dick. Like his shit be enlightening. I'm like, what the fuck? Like so based off his interviews and shit, I wanna bring it to this question. What is the biggest conspiracy that you believe may be true?
Oh man, don't get me started.
Let's do it, cause this is shit I like to listen to.
Tupac is still alive.
Say the whole question again.
No.
So okay,
the biggest conspiracy theory.
So what is the biggest conspiracy theory that you believe is true?
The Simpsons.
Not just a theory, but something that you believe is true.
What'd you say?
I said The Simpsons.
Yeah,
But it could be
the
anything.
same thing.
It could be that.
All of it.
Got
She said all of of it. That's every.
That's why they've been. Even with the death of the queen and all that, they've been true.
No, they ain't lying, man, for real. You got the monkeypox. They came up, bro.
One of the ones I do
like COVID.
Now we fine.
Yeah,
He's still alive. That's my theory.
and I'm buzzing too, so I can talk.
Oh, for one margarita, we good.
I've been drinking Don Julio for 5 days. You know, I took a shot of Crown.
It's still in
you
his
did
system.
take a shot.
That's dark.
It's still in his system.
Yo, this is what I do.
But he's not as drunk as he was last time. Last time he went on vacation, he was drunk.
How many shots you
Puerto Rico.
He drunk with voice messages.
Oh, he was
I love you.
You're my baby.
How many shots you had?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Shit.
I don't remember doing that the next day.
It was a resort, so it's all inclusive.
You can drive?
Yeah, I can drive.
Let's do one more. Come on.
I actually won tickets.
Yeah, one more shot.
I won tickets off of 98.5 The Beat for Cancun.
Oh,
matter of fact, I was at Burn House.
Well, you
DJ
stand up.
Sonic was doing a raffle. No, I have to. DJ Sonic was doing a raffle.
How much? Tell me the stop.
I had the ticket. He was like,
that's good.
72589. 72589.
Gave you last time.
I need 72589. Does any ticket have 72589? I looked at my ticket. I'm like, I was drunk as hell. I'm like, yo, that's mine, bro. I won Cancun tickets.
When?
You went? Did you go?
Years ago.
Oh, you went that Cancun though?
I did it.
Oh, that's
I was trying to sell my shit because I read a little more about it. Like,
you thought they was gonna kill you.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't pay for this, and that.
Oh, you gotta pay for the shit.
Exactly. So I was like,
okay.
I got
he said he paid for his shit.
We say
He exclusive. We say he got money like that.
So one of my conspiracy. No, shout out to my wife. She swiped that motherfucker with her credit card.
Oh damn.
I will be paying it back.
Shout out the wife.
But she got me in there. But she going to Cancun next month, so.
Okay.
But yo, you went.
I went with my homie for his birthday.
Gotcha.
She's going on
my wife is going on.
And you gonna pay for that
one? Her girls or whatever. Nah, it's paid for already.
That's paid for. That's covered.
In 2 weeks, we taking the kids to Universal Studios for their birthday. That's paid for already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's paid for. No, we ain't been. This is all our first time.
Okay.
But conspiracy theory.
Yeah, let's bring it back.
I believe.
Biggest conspiracy theory. Wait, the biggest, or you believe the biggest two? Okay, you believe that
the one that I believe is true is as above and below. So I don't believe we went to the moon. I believe.
You believe in the firmament?
So the firmament. So I would ask, why is the sky blue?
Okay.
So why do you think the sky is blue?
Science, I don't know.
Huh? Science? I mean, it's got to be a reason, right?
Alright, so with me.
But what's blue on the earth?
So, see me, the water. So what I get what you're saying. So with me, it's all about perception. So I believe that everybody got their own colors in their mind. So my red could be your blue could be red.
I don't believe it's
that might be too deep. That may be too deep.
Damn, but you fast as hell. When did you pour us?
He buzzed, man.
You were standing up.
Yeah. You got intense.
You was giving your presentation.
That's when those rappers be getting into it. It went up with the rappers.
You was giving his
that boy said perfect timing. Let me.
But okay, so it's the firmament or whatever.
We potting now, y'all.
And also, I believe it's the reason why the Antarctica is cut off.
You believe in a flat Earth?
I won't necessarily say flat Earth, but I do believe in a hollow Earth.
So you believe the Earth is like all right.
What Earth?
Hollow Earth.
So with me, I'm gonna say this.
Have you seen King Kong?
No.
When it was inside there, like
it's
inside the Earth.
Oh.
So it's a whole other world inside the Earth.
So did you hear about that?
When you say King Kong,
no, I'm talking about like an actual.
When you say King Kong, you talking about the old version King Kong? You talking about
King Kong versus Godzilla.
The new version.
So in that movie, so what they do is they give you a little bit of truth in those movies. So
which King Kong is the one?
They make it fictional. They make it fictional, so when you talk about it,
yeah.
If I talk about it to a regular person that's not into that shit,
right? So let's get realistic.
You know
so they really found listen, they really found under earth holes where it's depths down, like literally where they have trees growing and actually life forms, like under literally like
I seen the movie.
Which movie? No,
real life.
No, real life, not the movie.
Oh.
Yeah. No, like real life. They got underground caves that look like earth.
And Antarctica ain't all ice.
What?
Nah. It was a pilot. I can't think of his name right now. but I just saved this video.
I seen that shit on
It's
TikTok.
a pilot, yeah. It's a pilot that went over
Underground
there.
caves that got ice.
No, so it's a couple of caves, right? That you can go into, and you go into the center of the earth, and it's like you're going.
That's
here.
Richard Byrd.
Okay, yeah.
That's the pilot, Richard Byrd. He went in the caves.
And he's dead now, right?
He's dead, yeah.
Yeah.
But you said
Did he die because he went to the caves?
I don't know,
Nah, man, look,
Hey,
man, look.
entertainment
You said
purposes only.
We ain't talk.
You said
We all trying to go home.
you said Antarctica is not all ice.
No, it's not.
What is it?
It's ice when you first go in, but when you go over with the pilot, it's like it's green grass.
Look at
and
Richard Byrd.
tropical.
Look at Richard
I'm
Byrd.
looking at it.
So you know, like Iceland and Greenland, right?
Yeah, I know they're the opposite.
It's the opposite.
Yeah.
So that's how it is in Antarctica.
Okay.
So we would think you can just, and you can't just go to the Antarctica and walk. Like they got the military.
Ice
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So, what's your second?
Speaking to that in a way.
That was my first. My first one was the
Perception.
firmament, and my second one was
Because they
the
went from
hollow
ice
earth.
to dirt.
Basically, the hollow earth there.
So the firm. Okay, so all right. So basically, you ever see like all right when they always say the rockets, blah blah blah.
It's a commercial.
It's like yeah, you ever see the rockets hit? If you
Yeah,
really look at it, it
they
looks like
look
a
at it.
wave.
Yeah.
A wave
They
of
hit the
water.
firmament.
So they're basically all right. So in the Bible, it says what's
As above is below.
That's why he said first, and then I caught straight on. So basically, it's like water above us and below us. So basically, they're saying. So there was this video that I saw on TikTok.
So that's how the flood happened.
A mouse. I don't know if y'all saw this. Y'all look it up. They found a mouse on the moon video that nobody caught before. But if you look at the video, it shows you a mouse run through the screen. Why would a mouse be on Mars or whatever the fuck they was at, or the moon? The moon. You seen that video?
Nah, I haven't
Look
seen
it
that.
up. They say they found a mouse run through the screen.
Wow.
No,
And then-
I know they seen rocks, what they call rocks, 1 year in a certain place, and then they check again, and it's in a whole different area.
Again, entertainment
same
purposes
rock.
only.
You know what I'm saying?
What's your conspiracy theories?
Wait, you didn't answer yours first.
I did.
Yes. No, he did his.
she said Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson?
Nah,
No, I heard of Mike Tyson. I ain't wait. Hold on. I like his podcast. I'm boxing and Mike. I like that
boxing.
podcast. Yeah, I like that.
That's my bad habit, man.
No, that is.
I like to
She
mock
said-
people. I like to mock people. That's what.
like if you say
No, I
something.
said, oh, you Tupac.
I said
Oh, yeah,
Tupac
Tupac.
is. Not so much that he's still alive, but I do feel like his whole death. That's my conspiracy theory. Cause I've been watching the Dear Mama documentary and stuff. And
Oh, I seen that documentary.
I got a lot of questions. Like,
Dear Mama documentary. is
I got a lot of questions. So
The reflection.
what?
We got some conspiracy theories coming on.
Iris.
They said the reflection.
What's
The
that?
reflection of the. She was saying. I was saying the why is the sky blue, and she was saying but the reflection
From the water.
from the water.
Yeah. But yeah, but
So-
that's my conspiracy theory.
She asked me what's yours.
My conspiracy theory
You
and
believe it's true?
Kind of crazy.
Huh?
yeah,
Captain
I
Crunch?
know. My conspiracy theory, just cause I'm a '90s baby, you know what I'm saying. But my conspiracy theory, I gotta say that, for example, Jada Youngin, I feel he's still here.
Who's that? I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Jada Youngin is?
Y'all know?
I've heard of that name.
Yeah, we don't know.
If you explain it to me.
Yeah, give us a little bit. of
Okay,
that.
Jada Youngin, his song was 23 Islands.
He's an artist, rapper, singer.
Yeah.
23
He's a rapper.
Islands?
He's a rapper, 23 Islands. Yeah, 23 Islands. That was his most popular song.
So he was on Epstein's island.
Yeah.
Did y'all see? Wait,
Pinocchio is about Epstein.
hold up. Did y'all see the Island
Pinocchio
Boys
is about
with the pictures next to Epstein? And but
It's not far-fetched.
but when it comes to the songs, we're just some island boys, just trying to make
Fuck
it.
that, dude.
No, real shit.
From the island.
But think about it.
So how did he die?
Makes sense though. It makes
How did he
sense.
die? He got murdered.
He got murdered.
Epstein
But-
Jada Youngin.
They tried.
I feel Jada Youngin. You know, I feel he made a story that he got
You
murdered,
open up a can of
but he
worms with
really
conspiracy
took
shit,
off
y'all.
to a whole nother island. He took off to a whole nother, just like Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD ain't
Yeah,
dead.
yeah, I see this.
Look,
I'm sorry. Juice WRLD's not dead, bro.
You don't think so?
I don't think he's dead, bro.
Oh yeah.
Him to
See
take
that?
some pills
Yeah.
and all of a sudden happen and what it happened,
Well,
no.
what about
He took-
what about people?
He
who don't
was.
think
He
that
definitely had a lot of enemies. So because he had a lot of
I
enemies,
got a lot of enemies.
he went
Yeah,
to a
lot of
whole
enemies.
different island. And that nigga's living his life right now.
What about the people who think that one of the Migos is not dead? The one that just got killed.
You think so?
Offset.
Which one
is the one?
Really?
No, it's Take Off.
Take Off. A lot of people think he's still alive.
Take Off still alive? Damn.
I don't know.
That's different.
None of those things.
I ain't gonna lie, that's different because I seen the video.
Yeah,
I heard him pop off.
Yeah.
I heard, he was bleeding like a motherfucker. There ain't no way that.
I want to know what's another one of your conspiracy theories. Yours is intriguing.
Me? I got a couple of them.
What's one that's gonna make people really talk?
What's your nationality?
Huh?
What's your nationality?
Mexican, right?
Hispanic.
So do you believe your ancestors are Aztec or Mayan?
Hell yeah, I'm an Aztec in suits.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Because you know they say
that ain't no conspiracy theory no more.
No, because they say they don't exist.
So you know what? Well, Puerto Rican. I'm Puerto Rican. You know that.
So Taino.
Yeah, I'm Taino. And
yeah, I got a Puerto Rican, bro. I got suits and Aztec as my dad.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah, the Puerto Ricans. Or they call it.
Hey, let's kind of go with the question that we like to ask on our podcast. If you want to ask it.
Oh, so the question we asked on the podcast is what is something that you believe in that? So the example I give is the Kyrie Irving and Kanye West thing, right? So the extent that they went to and the punishment that they got. What is something that you believe in that you're willing to stand on and reap those consequences for?
So that's kind of like what we just asked. Okay. But does it have to be?
It doesn't have to be a conspiracy. It's just
it can be anything. Like for instance, one of our guests said that. Shout out to my girl Happy. She said unsweet tea is the best tea ever.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
What?
She'll fight you to it.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be anything. It literally be anything.
Yeah. That's the truth.
Wait,
so it could be serious though, you know.
I'm confused on the unsweet tea, bro. Like,
yeah, it don't gotta be that, but
it don't have to be that.
Whatever you believe is your
something that you believe in.
But just because you say that, so I went to jail back in December, right? Before I went to jail, I was nothing but soda. Fuck water. Water ain't got no flavor, so I was not with water at all. Period. When I got out of jail, I started drinking water constantly, right? I was at my job, Walmart. All of a sudden, bro, I'm like, and I got enough sleep. I got enough sleep, everything. And all of a sudden, I'm like, bro, I'm about to pass out. 2 weeks later, this guy told me that he's the manager. He told me, he was all like, water is not good for you if you drink it all a lot. Like if you drink water,
your body only contains
yeah, because
your body only contains 8 ounces. You can drink a gallon of water.
Yeah.
Only 8 ounces of that is gonna stay in.
Yeah, exactly. And so my dad, he always brought my attention when I was in the warehouse working with him, talking about like, Mio, you gotta drink a lot of water, you gotta drink a lot of water, you gotta drink a lot of water.
You can drown yourself too.
So
but you can kill yourself by drinking too much water.
After I got out of jail, because I was drinking nothing but water in jail, because that coffee wasn't it all the time. But I ain't never drank black coffee in my life until I met jail. But look, when I started drinking water, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to come out drinking water because at least I can enjoy great food. Because in jail, Bexar County's not it, y'all. Bexar County's not it. That motherfucking food is nasty. But I'm eating my mom's great ass food and I'm drinking a bottle of water. Drinking a bottle of water, drinking a bottle of water. And I'm drinking water
we talking about this shit?
It's going to pop up on everybody.
How you feel about this?
Announced today that Elon Musk's Neuralink has just been approved
I've seen
by the
that. I've seen
FDA
that.
for human
What?
trials.
What's
They
this
first
do?
plan
They
to
can put
cure
those-
conditions
A
like
Neuralink in your brain.
depression,
They're going to start
autism,
putting it in babies though,
schizophrenia.
embryos first.
And they even allow
The microchip, right? Yeah.
Nah, but
Elon also mentioned that one day with the Neuralink
Hold on.
chip in your
Listen.
brain, you might be able to talk to each other
Without
having to say
conversation.
a word. The Neuralink would also give you all information that's on you.
Would y'all do that?
why you bringing up microchips, bro? You brought me to another topic.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Microchips. I don't care. This is entertainment. Entertainment purposes only.
You learn it quick.
But I gotta say, COVID-19 hit when my parents got the flu shots and I didn't. Here's the reason. I saw a video, and apparently there's a chip in y'all. All right.
Oh shit.
And I'm not. I will never in my life get a COVID shot. Matter of fact, I'm on probation right now. My probation officer said if I get a vaccine shot, my 24 hours of community service is done with.
Back to jail?
I am not getting.
They gave you the incentive.
Oh, if you could get it.
I am not getting no community. And that's what the government's fucking everybody up with. community service 24 hours I can take away by a vaccine shot?
Have you ever gotten a flu shot before?
Never in my life.
Any vaccines or anything?
Never in my life. Oh, vaccines, yes. But as far as COVID wise, no. They wanted me to take specifically a COVID shot.
Yeah.
And if I take that COVID shot, my 24 hours of community service is done with. I don't have to do it.
So the crazy, I agree with you. I didn't take the COVID shot either for my own reason. My wife did. She felt like she needed to because she's a teacher.
And my mom felt the same way. Even though my mom got COVID
you know what I'm saying? So
after her second shot, but you know that's besides the point. But go ahead.
That's just the upgraded version. Everybody is chipped at birth.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so when people say I will never donate blood or plasma so they can have my DNA, they got all that shit already.
Yeah.
You throw trash out every day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's free for
DNA.
people. No, that's when you throw away trash legally, they can do whatever the fuck
Right.
they want.
You know what I'm saying? So they got everything they need.
That's why I like podcasts.
They got everything they need.
I want to know what's something you stand on that you would fight for.
Damn, I try to avoid that question.
I know. I did it for a week.
No, she did it for a
I did
long
it for a
time.
lot.
She answered the question on the last.
Oh, you avoided it?
I avoided. I didn't think of.
But it was just the Tupac shit. That's some regular shit.
Huh?
The Tupac shit, some regular shit.
Probably not to her though.
No, I stand on that.
But alright.
I think a lot of people thought
There's a lot of stuff. Not that the fact that he's alive, but
But
there's
it
a lot
does
of
make
stuff that
sense.
don't add
It
up.
makes
Like
sense.
for instance, we both in a car. Think about it. Suge Knight, how much bigger he is than Tupac? Yeah, he probably did shoot Suge Knight, but you telling me when they shoot in the car, no bullets hit Suge Knight?
No, I fuck with it though. I just feel like
there's a lot of stuff that's missing.
It's
That I
cliche.
feel
Like for example, like when it comes to like me personally, I think about when that situation comes, I'm like, boom. At the end of the day, if I wanted to get out this, if I was a big celebrity, I got money, boom, but like this shit is taking a toll on me, my family. What's the best option? What's the best option to get out the rap game, get out the streets, fake your death?
Him and Biggie are somewhere chilling.
No, Biggie died. Biggie dead.
So I had someone. So I
Biggie is dead. I think Biggie wasn't on what Pac was on.
Yeah.
See, Pac was a revolutionary. His mom and parents and all that with Black Panther Party and all that. He was different than Biggie. Biggie was a well-spoken street nigga.
Yeah, he was. But see, conspiracy wise, I feel from like many things I've seen already, many things I've developed and heard is that freaking Biggie wasn't killed by no Suge Knight. Biggie was killed by FBI.
Just like
yo, y'all heard that Eminem song when he like
FBI can kill a lot of people.
the joke Eminem said, oh yeah, P Diddy's the one they got.
Yeah.
You heard that?
But you know Suge Knight.
You
You know Suge Knight admitted to injecting AIDS into
Easy.
Easy.
I didn't.
What? I didn't hear that.
On the interview.
So I don't think.
Entertainment purposes only.
So I don't think Suge did that though. I think the government did that though.
Yeah.
Because I think Eazy did a lot. So Eazy did a large contribution to the government for something.
Yeah.
But he put it as Eric Wright. They didn't pay attention to that. He shows up for the meeting, and it's Eazy-E. So that you know too much.
You say government wise, right?
Government.
Just because we talking government wise, now it comes to another point. What do y'all think about Michael Jackson's death?
He was killed.
Just like Whitney Houston.
Yeah, it was.
Whitney Houston was killed too. Whitney Houston
But
died.
was that government
Whitney Houston died
or?
the same way Jimi
No,
Hendrix
I don't
died.
think it was government. I think it was just.
Whitney Houston was killed.
I don't think
Because
government.
how you at the highest level at the hotel where you only can get in with a key and there's cameras everywhere and there's no cameras that's coming in and out.
Yeah, it's a lot of celebrity deaths.
You know, I'm not gonna. Okay, let me just answer before. Okay, I want to avoid the question. So
He's avoiding the question like I did.
Cause he let him take over.
Look, he gonna wait till he drops this
y'all just
episode.
talking, so I'm just.
He gonna wait till you drop this episode.
He's like, yeah, we potting right now.
No, we fine.
I wanna know his
We're
answer.
gonna go behind the scenes.
What's something you stand behind?
No. I mean, I'm gonna keep it real 100%. It's for the thrill, for the trill, like I said in Texas. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna go with. It's not big, but it's kind of big because I believe in what he was saying earlier. Because when it comes down to the firmament and it comes down to the flat Earth theory, I'm not saying that it's real.
Yeah.
And I'm also not saying that it's not real.
Mm-hmm.
It's so from a logical standpoint, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they say, oh, the shape of the Earth is a ball, right? And we're constantly spinning, blah, blah, blah. But when helicopters, airplanes, if you look at videos, they're asking multiple pilots, what do y'all think? When y'all flying over the Earth, is the Earth a ball or flat? Every pilot, you can't find a video that doesn't go against this. Every pilot states it's flat Earth. Look it up. Seriously. If you look up, you look up every video, they say the people ask the pilot, flat Earth or ball? Flat Earth. Why? Because we just go straight. There's never no curving.
We go straight on the highways.
I don't know if y'all noticed this or not, but when they showing an airplane like on a globe and they showing it traveling, little things they do. So they'll have a globe and they say, well, the airplane is traveling from here to here, but instead of it going on a straight line, even though the globe is like this, they'll make it look like it's doing that.
Yeah.
I heard about that. No, I heard.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So instead of trying to make it look like it's going straight across, they make it seem like it's curving.
But the pilot would tell you it's going straight.
Shit, I'm a passenger and I can see that shit go right.
As a passenger,
look,
I'm looking.
On highways, access roads, we go nothing but straight. Literally, unless there's a little bridge. Other than that, we're going straight.
Yo, it should go DJ Baby Blue Diamond, 1/3 of Where You Ask podcast. I got D Live at 5 and the fella T1. Make sure you follow us on everything at Well You Ask Podcast. WELLYOUASKED podcast. You already know TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. As a pastor, you should not be out in public tricking.
Why?
What?
His wife.
Why? It's his wife.
It's his wife.
On him, it's not another individual.
True, but I feel like.
All right, so put yourself in the shoes.
We put pastors on too big of a pedestal. They just
what happened to
regular
Pope?
people.
No, the Dalian.
He ain't sucking kids' dicks and
Whoa.
Just saying, like,
Whoa.
he twerking on his wife.
I heard about the tongue. I ain't heard about the other shit.
Yeah, I think we recorded.
Dalian
sucking a baby tongue.
Yo, that was crazy, bro.
No, I'm just saying.
And he's supposed to be one of the influential people in the world.
He's twerking on his wife, not sucking a baby's tongue.
No. At the end of the day, I believe, like, I think your wife should be able to twerk on you. Now, I think,
in private. Will you?
They had clothes on.
Will you?
All right, so if you had a man,
it is the song too as well.
Oh, okay, yeah. Before we forget, we didn't take second one.
Damn. Did you just hold on? Did you say if she had a man, she said she's taking?
Huh? No. He doesn't get it. He's drunk. Come on.
You let my boy?
No. He
all right. Well, we cheers to. I'm gonna let you do this one.
New friendships.
Let's go.
My wife's twerking on me in public.
Hey, let's go.
But you're not a pastor.
What's that mean? What's good in the hood? Pastors are regular.
For the Throw Podcast, episode 44.
Yeah, but you
shit. We supposed to end this like an hour ago, but yo, we got some podcasts in the building that's on that shit.
This was out there talking.
That's how you know they good at what they do.
You think Mary was talking on Joseph?
Wait.
Mary was not backing it up for Joseph.
Wait. Let's
like him. Stand up.
Jesus Christ. Jesus took the Nazareth vow. That's why he didn't have no wife.
The Nazareth vow?
The Nazareth vow.
What about Mary and Joseph?
Mary and Joseph fucked. I don't know.
Yeah, but Mary wasn't backing it up on Joseph.
Yeah, Mary and Joseph.
Yo, it's gonna be a whole nother hour.
No. Anyway, Mary wasn't backing it up on Joseph.
Look, I'm gonna sum it up for y'all real quick. The reason why.
Wait. Before we do that, give them a narrative of what we talking about and basically what was going on with.
So the pastor,
DJ Haddon.
Yeah, apparently he was twerking on his wife.
No, the wife said
I don't know.
To a rap song.
His wife.
It wasn't even a gospel song.
Look, yo, he said he was in
his wife.
He was in the club.
His wife. He did the ultimate commitment that you can do to a woman. He proposed to her.
But he was
married.
Let's hear the backstory. Here's the backstory.
And
here's
the
backstory. He proposed to a lady that he got pregnant after he cheated on his first wife with this girl.
Wow. Like I said,
that's the backstory.
The reason why it's so bad.
He cheated on his first wife with this.
The reason why it's so bad.
Right. He ended up marrying her.
I cheated on my baby mama.
That girl got pregnant my wife, and she was there.
The reason why it's so bad is because people put pastors up here.
I like
and pastors are regular people.
Yes, they are, but you're supposed to be a godly person.
Okay, what's David's history?
So you won't twerk on your man?
What's David's history in the Bible?
I'm not considering myself a preacher.
No, but if you were.
If I was?
David's history in the Bible was what? He took another man's wife. He got another man killed.
He sent him in the
to
army.
take his wife.
He sent him in the army, right?
And to God, he was what? A righteous man.
Oh Lord.
That's my.
I'm just saying.
I'll be using that same subject.
I'm just saying.
Okay, we're gonna be in for another hour.
I'm just saying. This is why it's two things I try to stay away from.
Politics and religion.
It's religion.
They say we're supposed to stay away.
Well, I ain't gonna say religion. It's the Bible and nature. I don't like to compare nature to humans or the Bible to what we're doing nowadays. Because if you compare nature to humans, it's a loophole in everything.
Oh, the Bible we doing nowadays is not what they're doing nowadays.
I'm saying though, but the pastors back then,
because if we want to talk about the Bible,
15 to 20 wives.
Yeah,
that was legit.
That was legit.
We talk about the Bible.
And
every female, let's be honest.
We don't know what they were doing.
Not in public.
Hey, look.
We don't know
wait
what
till they got back to the hut.
I just know it says the marriage bed is undefiled.
Every female.
It wasn't fucking.
Check it out.
She was twerking on them.
Bible wise, every female wants us to cater to them.
Bible
do
wise,
this for them. Do this for them.
should be stoned at this point.
No. Look, Bible wise.
All right, look. We gonna bring. Wait, hold on. No. We gonna bring it back. We gonna do part 2. We're about to go like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Stoned, I tell you. So look. Wait, hold on. So. Let me get these questions out because it's going crazy right now. We really pie. This is really pie.
Episode 44?
Yeah, 44.
We're
making history.
It's going to be the best episode.
I know I asked you all before, who would you like to interview? But who would you like to be interviewed by?
Ooh.
Oprah.
She said Alfred.
I would say Will Smith.
Will Smith and Oprah.
Wait, no, not
Those are two good.
Not Oprah. That just came to my head. Let me see. Who would I want?
She's like, let me change this shit. He said Will Smith. I gotta change it.
No, not because of his answer. That's a good question. I'm trying to feel like who's a great interviewer.
Will Smith or Denzel.
Okay.
I want to know who's gonna sit there and get those questions out of you.
Like Denzel, like you look at his
I'm
shit.
pretty sure he makes you. Well, his questions he'll make you think.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Denzel.
Joe Rogan.
My man.
I'd rather get interviewed by Joe Rogan.
So it's when it comes to podcast.
Oh, that's a good one. Trevor Noah.
I don't think I heard that.
He's from the Daily News.
The Daily News.
African dude.
I heard Daily News, but I don't think
He's an African dude.
You probably see this. I can't look at my phone.
If I see him, okay.
Yeah,
so
you know.
definitely. Okay.
You know, yeah.
All right. So with that being said,
you got into it with the Tommy Lauren chick.
We're gonna
the white girl.
What is your proudest accomplishment as a collective?
What?
Your proudest accomplishment as a collective? Well, you asked.
Our live podcasting.
Yeah,
so,
podcast.
Is there a specific date?
The first one we did, I guess.
Is that when you mean like this is it?
No, the second one we did.
I think the second one.
The second one we did.
2 of them.
So the first one, it's the first one we did. We're starting off, but the second one we did, we was like, this is it. We had a lot of podcasts support. We had a lot of people who did new podcasts come out.
Was that on live or no?
It wasn't live, but we did it upstage. It's on our YouTube page. You can catch it. You can catch the whole. We videotaped it, and the conversations we had, the way we just. I
definitely know who that is.
The way we were able to, just
once you
have those conversations, just like how
it was natural.
See how we won 3 hours live naturally? That's how it was. People was bringing out topics.
I like that.
It was non-biased. We wasn't judging people because some topics were weird.
It was 3 hours.
It was about 3 hours, and sometimes you never know. When you have a podcast on it, you never know what topics they're gonna bring.
Right.
One topic was about body count, while the other topic might have been something political. So we had different topics.
I wasn't there for that one.
Yeah, he wasn't there for the body count.
I was driving trucks. I was on the road.
Got you. See,
and then each year it goes a little bit more.
Okay.
You see that.
So look, I appreciate y'all having me on. I want to ask y'all the closing question that I usually ask every guest on the show that I asked Trey earlier.
Who's the hottest podcast?
so I'm gonna ask first, what I asked Trey. What's some advice you give to the audience? Who want to go first?
Mine would be just do it, and I'm not trying to copy Nike. Okay. But
I seen that coming.
When I started DJing, that's what I did. So I grew up listening to Chopped and Screw music. And there was this DJ, I still listen to him to this day, dope mixes. I had made a comment on one of his YouTube mixes, hey, can you chop and screw this song? And he made a comment, your man can, or something like that. I'm thinking in my head.
Who was the name?
I ain't gonna say the DJ.
No, I'm saying.
Why not?
DJ Drobotessin is his name.
Robotessin.
Drobotessin.
Oh,
Drobotessin.
I thought she said Robotessin.
No, so he
But I
had
mean,
made
That's like that
that
Chris Brown song.
Yeah.
That Chris Brown song.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. So after he made the comment, I was like, you know what? I can just teach myself.
Oh,
So YouTube University, with the help of that, I taught myself, and that's how I got into
It's funny
DJing.
you say that because in a couple of my podcasts, I say it. Most of the shit I learned was from YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube, TikTok, lately a lot. So that's how I got into DJing. Same thing with radio. I didn't know anything about radio. I never have a degree in broadcasting.
Give them that game. What
I
they
just
should-
did it.
What they should do? What they should do?
First thing I did was create a logo.
Okay.
Because I do logos. But I did the logo off my phone and it sucked. It sucked. That logo sucked. So the new one is like a big revamp. That's when I was still starting out doing graphic design.
Yeah.
So I did the logo. I hit up one of my homies at the time. He was an artist. He was like, yeah, I'm going to be your first guest. You got this. I went live thinking 30 minutes is a long time to go live. Man, you can't do nothing in 30 minutes.
Hell no.
That's the intro.
I learned that.
That's the intro. The time.
See, as podcasters, we know
I didn't have
that.
enough time. So my first episode bombed. I went back, revamped it, got it together, and years later, I'm here where I'm at. Same thing with podcasts. I didn't know anything about podcasts. I didn't have no mics, no cameras, straight from my phone and a webcam. That's how it started.
Oh, yeah.
So I just do it. And with all the resources out there, like you said, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, there's no way you can't say, oh, I can't figure out how to do something. There's no way. There's no way.
I would say, overall, I would just say study and research.
Okay.
It don't matter what it is, study and research. And always
Improve.
question information that's given to you.
Yep.
Well, no matter who's giving it to you, you might have somebody that you trust or whatever. When they give you that information, man, make sure you do your due diligence and study on what they're talking about. Because a lot of times people just talking from hearsay. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and they might not mean no harm in doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They just talking and they feel like they know something. A lot of times people tell me something, I go back and research. I'm like, hey, bro,
Always do your own
X, Y, and Z, man. What you told me, it was true in 2013, but nowadays, this is how you're supposed to move. I always one of my posts on Facebook got crazy. Financial literacy, man. Get you some. However you can do it. If you can get somebody that's a financial consultant or something like that. Try your best, especially if you're in the entrepreneur area. Get some financial literacy guidance, man. Get you an accountant or something like that, man. That's a lot. A lot of people don't realize the problem ain't making money.
Right.
That's not the problem. That's not the issue. The issue is keeping your money and keeping and growing it. You know what I'm saying? We probably can name a million ways on how to make money, but if you don't know how to manage your money, you're gonna always be broke.
Hell yeah.
So, with that said, you won't have to chase money. You won't have to chase the bag. The bag is coming to you.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
that brings it to my question I ask every podcast, every guest on my podcast. Mayzilla, you want to go first? What is your thrill for being life, music, DJing, whatever you want to do? Keep thinking.
What is my thrill? I think my main thrill right now would have to be my graphics that I do.
That's what gets you.
I love doing cartoon work. I do a lot of cartoon work, so drawing is like my main thrill.
Okay.
Like if I'm having like a bad day, I'm going through something,
That's your thrill.
drawing keeps me like.
You draw? Do you actually draw?
I can.
Okay, that's dope. So me personally, I just Cricket Machine. I just bought that. That's why I just did this.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So
I haven't got to that part of the circuit yet.
So what I do is
I use
Cricket. I'm getting real. Like everything I got is because of my investments. The photography. This is why I got the setup. I never used a dime on myself. I used it to invest in more cameras.
Yeah.
And then my most recent investment, I invested in Cricket Machine. That's why I got these logos, blah, blah. And like I just did a photography shoot. I was telling you about the family portraits. And then I just did shirts for them. Not knowing anything because YouTube University. Yeah. I learned off of like literally myself. Like I got mentors. Like when it comes to photography, rest in peace to my best friend that passed away. His father is a photographer, so I go to him for help. So it's always good to go to a mentor, no matter like who it is. But like that's one thing to push you forward in the game. So one thing I do.
I want to get into shirt making.
So literally,
I got a whole.
I'm gonna keep it real. I
said do nothing with it.
Look, I started this a month ago, and I just did a whole fucking tribute of shirts to somebody just because they said they believed in me. But anything you do, bro, just do it, bro. Yeah. Just make it happen.
Yeah, don't let yourself up there destined.
Don't let it dust. If you got the cricket, yo.
Yeah, now we
just
have
do
the
some
machine.
shit. Yo,
he has a,
y'all did these, right?
No, someone else did.
No.
Now we
you
have
can
the
do
machine.
it. You can do it.
He has a heat press. He has the press to make cups.
I got that. I got that too.
Wow.
Yo, use it.
He has the printer.
How much y'all pay for that?
How much I paid for it?
How much did you pay for that?
I got it off of Amazon. It was like at the time it was like.
No, your shirt. How much you pay for the shirt? We paid about.
How much you pay for that?
Oh, I don't know. I just cashed out.
Well, $25 for them.
You would have paid half of that doing it yourself.
Yeah, I know.
All I did.
That's what we've been. That's a part of.
I told him I got a month ago. I got the machine and I put it on Facebook. I said, look, I just got the machine, blah blah blah. And they started hitting me up. I said, give me a couple of weeks because I want to learn it.
Yeah.
YouTube University. Boom, boom, boom.
See, I use it for other stuff. Like I make stickers. I use my Cricut to make stickers, and I do like the little cards here and there.
Which one you got? The Explorer?
Yeah, the
Explorer. Yeah, that's one I got. And it's more than just that. You can do business card. You can
I don't even have a
everything.
Cricut. I got the Silhouette 3.
I don't know what's that one.
It's kind of like
I know
it's like a fancier version of the Cricut.
But you could do so much
You're not
shit.
doing shit with it.
No, seriously, like it's
you're
so
not doing
much shit you could do with it. Like I was just researching, like, yo, these people do so much shit.
He was over there like, oh, it's a fancier version, but you're not doing nothing with it. Nah, come on, man.
I bought that. I got the.
But we gonna pay for shirts. We gonna buy them shirts.
I got the heat press machine. I got the sublimation.
We gonna buy it.
I got the sublimation printer.
Exactly. Sublimation is even better.
I bought cups for us to make.
Bro, you slack.
No, I did a couple of shirts with sublimation though.
I bought cups for us to make.
I was tripping. I don't know why I was.
He hasn't done nothing with it.
She scratched her head on that one.
I did a picture of my son. I had a picture of my son on his onesie. I did that with the sublimation printer.
Oh, you put it on a shirt?
Did it look good?
I put it on a onesie.
That's dope.
Did it look good?
I didn't see it. I don't know.
No, I just did it for the house. At the house.
Yeah.
That's
like you said, that's part of our revamp.
Yeah, just
so us doing that is part of our revamp.
Keep it working on yourself.
We doing a lot.
Improve that.
Hey, look.
Learn off that.
Just because it's your kid.
Other than the last question was your last.
Huh?
That
wasn't even a question. But just cause look, nobody knows.
Through the podcast.
Not many people know this. I'm a father. So.
Man, I know that shit. You're not trying to hide the kid from your world.
Oh no! Don't start that Soulja Boy Drake shit.
Soulja Boy, you mean Pusha T?
Yeah, no. What?
You said Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
Soulja
Boy Drake had it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You didn't know that? You sounded just like him.
Yeah, you sounded just like.
You trying to take the word from the world from the opposite world.
The kid from the world.
That was a Pusha T.
You trying to hide the kid from the world from the world.
Yeah, but I don't hear that shit. You put me on game. That's why we pod.
Okay, but no, look.
Your phone tap?
Because you a father, and I'm a father too. We both got father figures, so the fact that you made that for your kid, I feel you put some blood into that shit.
Yeah, man.
I feel that shit right there. If you were to promote it, I feel you be able to sell that shit like nothing.
No, that was the first thing I made. I made that on his onesie, and then this was just me trying it out. I also bought empty canvas. Canvas. Yeah. And I put it on there. It came out. It came out cool. But the coloring was a little bit off. So it was just it was just me just trying, but that was the first thing I did.
I feel like your kid room would have sold them.
They probably would have, but ain't nobody buying my kid face.
Cause look, bro, anytime you
put a cartoon, so it wasn't
anytime you put your hard work into something, it's with feelings.
Yeah.
And what's the most thing you feel as a father figure? Your kids, so that's feelings.
Yeah, that's true.
You hear me?
That's true.
I agree.
That's definitely true. Pie, baby, pie.
Yo. We definitely gonna bring it back for part 2 because we going for like 3. There might be the time of everybody on this podcast.
When we start up, we're gonna have to bring you on.
Yo, I'm with it. Y'all might be my first podcast that I jumped on. But
okay, let's go. So we all about making history, man.
Next time we gonna come back with some food, man.
Some food.
We trying to do one of those what's it?
Mukbangs.
We
haven't done it yet.
Mukbangs.
You know what that is, right?
They be eating food on the
podcast. We want to do that because there's some food that I haven't tried that they feel like I should
ate noodles before.
Yo, that's crazy how people.
Wait, pause. You ain't ate noodles before?
No.
Ramen noodles.
No.
Well, like the
I
real
grew up on
ones,
ramen
the real
noodles.
ones,
That
I'm
was-
talking about the cup.
You didn't grow up on
Pause.
Oh my
pause,
god.
pause.
You what type of country are you from? I'm from the hood.
Hold on, pause.
Every flavor.
What you mean, real noodles?
You eat pasta.
No, like the real ramen from like the ramen shops.
Oh,
Like,
you
if
been
go to,
eating
like a
shrimp and
Chinese
lobster?
store and get the ramen. You never get to the Chinese restaurant and get the real ramen that the
It's just seasoning.
Yo, you bougie.
no.
You talking about like some motherfucking pho?
Not like
He
pho.
said
I like pho.
Oh.
It's pho. Not
Pho, you right. It
She
is
even
pho.
corrected you.
She right. It is pho. My bad.
Fuck?
Yo,
But no.
all right.
It is pho.
This is the last question we asked on the pod. I asked everybody on the podcast. Who be pie?
Wait till you see that stuff happen.
I'm gonna ask y'all. This is the last. Well, I asked Trey earlier, but what is y'all thrill? You can start off first. Whoever wants first.
What was yours? Did you say one?
No. She was talking about the last question we had, right?
No, I did it, right?
Your thrill was the graphic design.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you
So
didn't
your
say yours.
thrill.
My thrill. I was gonna go left, but I ain't.
All right, go left, go right, and bring it back.
His thrill is his love language, which is getting head.
That is a good love language.
Well, I think it's most men, but let's get
That's not
some.
even a love language.
It is.
That's
I don't
That's
know.
not a love
Perfect
language.
language.
They speak to me
It's
very well.
Jabberwocky.
Hey, I'm a man myself. That's not a love language to me, but y'all different.
Jabberwocky, you don't love it? It's a Jabberwocky.
Wait, hold on. You don't love it? You don't love it?
It's not a love language.
Wait,
I love
you-
giving head.
But you don't like getting it?
It's alright.
Oh, that's crazy. You ain't getting the right one.
Okay, go ahead. What's
Just-
your
I got a lot of bitches.
My thrill
Yeah.
is traveling with my family.
That's
Okay.
So when we travel, no matter where we go, Houston, wherever, that's my thrill. I'm super pumped about it. We going to Universal Studios in 2 weeks for my 20th
My boy
birthday.
came from Cancun. He going to Universal.
Yeah, and
I
then
gotta
me
be
and
like
my
him when I
wife
grow up.
in July. Me and my wife is going to Vegas. For 4
Damn,
days.
back to back.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's all about travel, man. I'll you know, man. You
Like we
work,
was talking about earlier.
you work for a
Get out
company,
your
man, they
comfort.
can
Get out your
replace
comfort
you.
zone and go do shit, right?
Exactly.
You work for a company for 20 years, man. They'll replace you so quick.
Oh, easy.
Just
easy.
if you live your life, man. I ain't got no vacation time, none. And I'm still taking it.
Yeah, use it.
I'm still going. You know what I'm saying? Because I can come in the next day and they say, "Hey, man, we laying off."
And you want
to you have to let you go.
You next. Like, you next.
So you gotta value yourself, man. You value yourself.
Big fact. That's
And I'm already on
that's
my
game.
way to eliminating the 9 to 5. Typically, even you an entrepreneur, you working longer than the 9 to 5 anyway. But you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get out of that to where I can create my schedule. I don't have to miss no ceremonies, no birthdays, none of that stuff. If I want to be there, I'm there. If I don't, I'm not.
Okay.
That's how I want to be there. And I don't feel like calling no other grown ass man asking for no day.
right.
For real.
That's your shit, right? That's you.
Yeah,
It is
okay.
what it is. Well, look, I appreciate y'all being on. I definitely appreciate a part 2. I fuck with y'all. Y'all got good energy.
Yeah,
All three of
man.
y'all that was on, and I appreciate that. And y'all show a different aspect to being a podcaster from just having regular interviews. I'm pretty sure everybody can see that.
Got me
Shit,
tuned
man.
in.
We talking about whatever, man.
I appreciate you.
My first time as a co-host, y'all got me tuned in for real.
Yeah, man, no, for real. We talking about whatever, man. Anybody that tune in to us, man.
Well, you asked.
We got subjects, man. We got topics, but if you want us to talk about something, you let us know. That's what we talking about.
And one thing before we leave, because we haven't done this,
Yeah,
we
let
always
it rock
do this
out,
on
let it
our
rock out.
podcast. Mental health checkup.
Oh, yeah, we
mental
did
health. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how's your mental health? 1 being like you about to kill yourself, and 10 being like you up there like high in the sky. So how's your mental health right now?
I'm gonna keep it real. So with my mental health, I feel as though like the podcast is a part of therapy.
Mm-hmm.
So when I do every podcast, even if y'all check out episode 42 with Black Mexico,
Mm-hmm.
he said every time he goes live, he said he never said that on the podcast. Every time he goes live as a part of his mental health, he said a lot of people think he just go live, but it's a part of helping him as an individual.
Yeah.
And I think that's just everybody in general. Whatever you're bring it in hindsight back to the beginning of the podcast. Remember we said that? At the end of the day, whatever you do as an individual, whether it's art, DJing, music, podcasting, that's your therapy. So for me, when it comes to this shit, my mental health is on a 10 because I love what I do.
Yeah.
And it's alright, so like I said earlier, it promotes y'all, it promotes me, but also it gives me and everyone a therapy session, whether you believe it or not. it is a form of therapy because you're expressing yourself and you're speaking shit that you usually don't speak on a daily basis.
Definitely.
So as podcasters, do y'all?
Some people don't have that. Some people don't have that platform. That's why on my Live at 5, my slogan on Live at 5 is everybody has a story.
Yeah, they do.
Everybody, no matter who you talking about.
You want to answer that question?
So my mental health is at a 10.
What is your number?
Just because of the fact is that.
He said it's in.
Before, okay, so for some reason, so for some reason, me
driving, right?
If you drive you home, who gonna drive me home?
Oh shit! That makes sense.
Hey, no, but look,
we only 10 minutes away.
You sleep in your car in front of my house,
bro. You just had the couch.
My wife is
so
fuck you
as
up.
far as that mental health question,
I have to worry about my mental health.
Before I went to jail, I had a lot of depression in me. I ain't gonna cap. I had a lot of because my daughters, I ain't seen them in almost a year at this point.
Yours?
No.
Oh.
I ain't seen my daughters in almost a year now at this point. Because my baby mama decided to be petty and decided to take my kids from me. Like, she's in Utah. And ain't nothing I could really do, about that. Like, I can't be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, this court order thing, I'm trying to push it, but I gotta go to Utah. I gotta go through all that. And it's
with your wife?
No, baby mama.
Oh, this is
wife, baby mama, two different things. No, baby mama. But look, the way it goes, bro. The thing that hold me is that when I went to jail, it was like a reset button from God. Because when I sat down and I thought of this, I wrote a whole bunch of shit. And I'm over here like, this is for me. My mentality is to rap. I've been rapping since I was 7 years old. But
you on child support?
No, it's not.
Huh?
You on child support?
I'm not.
Okay.
She didn't put me on it. You know why she didn't put me on it? She's keeping me from my kids longer and longer and longer.
I was gonna say, if you on child support, everything that you own business wise, put that shit in a trust.
Oh yeah,
and they can't fuck with
I already get that.
Oh, okay.
I already got
you
that.
heard this.
I appreciate that.
One of the Kennedys, like.
What?
So
I heard a lot of shit about the Kennedys.
One of the Kennedys.
Some of the presidents?
Yeah. So one of the Kennedys was drunk driving.
Yeah.
And crashed his car and killed the passenger.
That sounds like episodes.
So the family of the passenger was going to sue them.
Yeah.
So when he got home, instead of the family worried about him being sober, they moved all his money into a trust. So when the family sued, they couldn't get nothing because all his money was in a trust.
Yeah, I appreciate some of it. I'm already.
Yeah, man.
Not just my parents, just in general, my cousin at 7 years old taught me how to play chess. Ever since then, I always been 3 steps ahead every time.
Own nothing, control everything.
Let's get it. Yo, I appreciate y'all being on. This is For the Throw Podcast, episode 44. This is what I do.
We in there.
This is what I do.
I gotta do some music.
I take more. Like, usually I have guests and we get lit. Like, I get people lit, but it's alright. This is what I do.
Next time.
Next time.
We have some, for me?
Yeah.
No, I'm off.
Oh, that's
what?
Good.
What's that?
No, that's good if he had work.
Oh, tomorrow?
I'm off the next day.
So, this is episode 44. Hey, for everybody tuning in on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts, I appreciate y'all.
This is a nice number, man. You should start off with Still Tipping intro.
Still tipping on Fofos.
Yeah, Fofos. Hey, Paul Wall, man, that's my name.
Fofos, I'm tipping.
And we in Texas.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, I go by the host CTHRILLZ in Texas. They call me MC Thrillz sometimes. I'm here with special co-host Fred. They can
Papi Dinero, baby.
You already
know.
Here from. And then we got the team.
You know what
You Asked Podcast.
Well, You Asked Podcast. Throw your dubs up.
Throw your dubs up. Hey, you already know.
DJ Baby Blue Diamond.
Blue Diamond.
It's your fella.
Your fella T1.
It's your fella.
You already know. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Check out the episode. We out here. Peace. Appreciate y'all for real.
Yeah, that's what I have to try. Besides woman.
Yo.
Grab this.
That's all I had to try.
It was, man.
Like, no, it's different having other podcasts on. It's way
we've been on other podcasts, but like I say, a lot of podcasts.
Yo, we went about 3 hours.
A lot of podcasts are not willing to talk about a lot of shit that we.
I love to talk a lot of shit. See, this
like
is my first time being a co-host,
we talk about it on our podcast. Like I always bring it up. Like, hey, what? Matter of fact, we talked about that.
Did y'all see that with High Strength? He posted a post and he was wilding out and he said, "Yo." He said, yo, y'all podcast don't let me talk about nothing. I'll post it on his podcast. Don't talk about whatever you want. He said, yo, because he said, what's this podcast that started with an M? I don't know. They're supposed to be big in San Antonio. Start with an M.
Start with an M.
Yeah, he said y'all podcast don't.
Mozzie's World?
Mozzie's World. Boom, there you go. He said y'all don't let me on y'all podcast. He said High Strong. Yeah, he said y'all don't let me on y'all podcast. He said because I'm gonna say what's real. I hit him up. I said, yo, well, that's what he said. You go look at that.
He been on that one, right?
When I told High Strong, I said, I don't know what y'all talking about, but look, for the thrill, we talk about whatever. He said, all right, I'm with it.
What's good, man? You already know what it is. You dig what I'm saying? It's the one and only impeccable High Strong, man. Make sure y'all pay attention to episode 45 on my dog Thrillz podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all streaming platforms. You dig?
Money well spent, I move just fine, trust me. So much work for y'all. Elect me to be the dope man serving y'all. You can spend your last 5, it's worth it, y'all. Cause so much work for y'all. I know this economic depression hurting y'all, but I got so much work for y'all. Once the clientele popping, I'm setting up shop and knocking my competition smooth out of the box. To the work